Don't step your game up, you know. Anyway, man, back to the show. You can follow the show actually on Instagram at J Reed Show. That's REED at J Reed Show. Check me out. Show me some likes. No DMs though. I know it go down and all, but no DMs. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's about business, unless you want to come on the J Reed Show, I'm welcome for anybody that's doing something with their life. You can come on the J Reed Show, straight like that. And you can follow my Instagram, actual my personal at JReed125. You know, just check me out. I'm a regular dude. You can also like the J Reed Show Facebook page, and got lots of far out vids, lots of great articles, interesting stuff on there. Check me out, man. You know what I'm saying? I gotta shout out my engineer, Professor Bean. How you doing tonight, sir?
Whoop whoop.
There it is. That's like the war cry for my show. Right. Whoop whoop. You hear that? It's like that should be like in the intro, like, you know what I'm saying? That's like my war cry, you know? Okay. All right. Word of the night is Powerball.
Right. I
got me one.
Oh, you did?
I never play Lotto. I just say, you know what? I've been reading about it and getting ready for the show. Man, let me try one, man. The dude right in front of me bought 13 tickets. 13 of them. Oh, give me 13. Oh,
well,
you got a job? No, it's all for me.
3.
You bought 3?
I bought 3 today, and then what day was that? Wednesday, I bought 3, and I actually got the Powerball number. I don't know if I win anything. I haven't checked. I actually forgot them at home when I went to buy new ones today, but.
Yeah, well, everybody's buying them, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why it's actually reached a record $800 million currently. Mm-hmm. This is Powerball, like Lotto, like the boosted lottery on steroids, basically. Powerball, $800 million was popping. I mean, I'm saying, like, really though, $800 million. That's like an NBA. That's a Major League Baseball contract, or you know.
And it's so crazy because the first 7-Eleven I went to, they didn't even have any more Powerball. The little thing, the forms you fill out to choose your numbers. They didn't have any more forms. I had to go to a different one.
And that's why the number is going up so high. Yeah. Because haven't nobody won since since November.
Yeah. So a lot of people are buying.
So as long as nobody wins, more people play, the pot keeps growing. I didn't really understand that, really. Like, I'm like, dang, where is this money coming from?
Well, I hope I win a piece, at least. Give me a few million. I'll take a few
million. Hey, man, I'm going for the gusto.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
That would be great.
If I'm going to win, give me the whole damn thing. You know what I'm saying? But I was just checking it out, because I'm like, people always say that the odds and everything. The odds are 1 in 292 million. Okay?
Wow.
So that means you're doing so many things that can happen to you that are more likely to happen to you than you winning this Powerball. But I mean, I'm saying be optimistic, keep your, focus, and keep your hopes and dreams up, you know what I mean? Because it's gonna happen. Somebody gonna win eventually.
Right.
So,
somebody.
Somebody, hopefully it's this body right here. But so I was like, okay, let me dig a little deeper into the Powerball. Maybe, is there any ways you can win? And so I found some Powerball tips for better odds at winning. Okay, and basically it says you can either get the cash payout, which is $28 million.
That was based
let me get
on
that right.
the other pot, though, right? The initial pot of what, like 450?
No. Right now, the 800. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you choose the lump sum, you get 428 million.
Okay.
All right, or you can get, paid for 30 years over the long period. Which one would you pick?
Give me the whole thing, because I have to pay taxes on it anyway. So it's just a matter whether I pay it now or later. So either way, you're still gonna have to pay taxes. So I feel like if you just give me all of it.
I think most people would take the full thing.
I would just take all of it. Why not? You wouldn't be?
My engineer's shaking his head. Why not?
Because just like you said, you get the lump sum, you got to pay that high tax. You take it over the 30 years, your taxes are way lower.
Really?
Yes. I was thinking about that because look at that, 800 mil already drops to 428.
That's half,
right?
So if you get it in smaller chunks, you end up with more.
Yes.
You do? Oh, okay.
No. Let's get this right. 428 million is the lump sum that you get. That's not the taxes yet.
No.
So you get, now that taxes is roughly half.
Oh, so it hasn't been taxed.
Yeah.
Okay. I see.
But if you choose the lump sum, if you win the 800 million and you choose the lump sum, you get 428 million.
Before taxes.
Before taxes.
Okay.
Or you can do the 30-year, thing or whatever. So that's about what, like maybe like 220 million that you would get, right? Like 220 million roughly.
Uncle Sam, you know how that goes.
Yeah, I mean, it's about half, so that'd be like 220 million or 200, somewhere in there, cash. Or like Bean said, you know, and so okay, so that's damn near $200 million in taxes that the government gets.
That's a lot.
If you think about it like that, it makes you want to do the long term.
Yeah.
But what if I die in 2 years? I'm gonna be mad as a mother. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be mad as a mother. No, but you know, that's one of the numbers that you need to know. You need to know that, you know, to help you, you know, maybe you can win. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna lose at least half of it in taxes off top. These are some of the numbers that are important. Okay, the odds are, like I said earlier, the odds are 1 in 292 million. You're more likely to flip a coin and land on heads 28 times in a row than to win this lottery.
Wow.
Then there's a bunch of other ones: bit by a shark, struck by lightning, kicked by a leprechaun. It's a whole bunch of stuff.
Kicked by a leprechaun
before you can win this money. I mean, the odds are really, really bad. Okay.
That's it.
Okay, and like I said, nobody's won since November. A good trick is to let the computer pick your balls, because people get to picking those birthdays and those certain special days, and those are low numbers. Anything under 31, you know what I mean? And there's 69 numbered balls.
Right, there are.
So then you can pick all the way up to 69. So most people pick, you know, 20, 14. Oh, that's my mom's birthday. Yeah, that ain't how you do it. So you know, let the machine pick, or if you gonna pick them, pick higher numbers too. Don't just pick birthdays and stuff. You gotta pick all. You gotta be more mindful with it.
Well, I let my daughter help me out, so I think she picked some good numbers.
Yeah, but she didn't know. But she didn't know that she had 1 through 69.
No, I told her that. I said choose a few numbers between 1 and 69.
Okay. Well, if she only can count to 30, I mean.
Whatever. She's up to 100.
Okay. Now, and buying more tickets helps, but not much though. Right. Because I mean, even if you buy like 1,000 tickets, they're still in the hundreds of millions of odds. So it's like it don't really make money. Yeah, it's just basically what I'm saying is it's God's will. Right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have some divine intervention working in this bug. You ain't finna roll. It ain't like a dice game in Vegas where you like, oh, I'm hot, I'm gonna hit it. No. Okay. And they said a financial expert said that basically it's better to get the annual payments because of, like being said, taxes. Huh. And he said,
now that I know when I win.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm still taking a lump though. I'm gonna ball out. I'm gonna give you a $10,000 bottle of champagne and I'm gonna pour it out.
Stupidity at its finest.
Stupidity. Or like that one dude.
Like E40 said, don't buy $1 million car
before you buy a house. Yeah. Or like that one dude, cocaine and hookers, my friend. Yeah. You heard about this guy? That guy that they interviewed at the place? He was filling out his ticket and they were like, he was like, oh, do you know what your chances are? He was like, slim to none. So that was already a good answer.
Right, you already knew he was a jokester when he said that.
Then he's like, what would you buy? He was like, hookers, a lot of hookers, and a whole lot of cocaine. I mean, I don't know if he was joking or not. What do you think? I think he might have been.
He was right on. That's what he wanted.
I think he was serious. Yeah. I think he was serious. Cocaine and hookers, my friend. Live that Charlie Sheen life. Winning.
But you see what happened to Lamar. He didn't have that much, and he ended up half dead.
Man.
So cocaine and hookers might not be the way to go.
Hey, well, I mean, if you're going to go, that's the way to go. We all got to go. So that's one of the best ways probably to go.
Put that on the cover of your obituary.
Man. he went the best way he could possibly go. Yeah. With a bunch of hookers and a bunch of cocaine. But so you know, like I said, those are a couple of little tips to, you know, help you better your odds or whatever. You know what I mean? Right here from the JV Show. I wish you all luck, and if you do win, I would like at least a little bit of the money because I'm giving you these tips. And that's it. Okay. But I mean, honestly, man, I think that I would take the at this point right now, having children and stuff, I would want to take the annual payments. And you know what I mean? Because that's
But can
that's
you leave
setting,
it to your children, or can you leave it to a closer relative?
I would have to see that, but if it was a way where I can do it where it's like exactly how I want it, with someone I trust, or you know what I mean, something I can do it like the right way, then I would do it like that, because that would set up my family for the next 30 years.
Yeah, forever.
That's about $5 million a year if you look at it. If you divide it or whatever. Yeah. It's about $4 to $5 million a year for the next 30 years. You know, so that's, you know, that ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Sheesh.
I don't know. Well, real quick, I want to talk about these armed rangers in Oregon. Now,
I didn't hear about that.
You didn't hear about it.
I don't think. Oh wait, are those the protesters?
Yeah. Only the white militia with guns on TV that no one's arresting and no one's shooting.
That's some bull.
It's white privilege at its finest.
And they have pictures all over Facebook of these deputies shaking their hands and like being peaceful and talking to these people. I mean, you know, like this one guy said, I love being white. He said that on Facebook. He was being sarcastic, but he was serious.
He wasn't being sarcastic.
Like, I love being white.
Yeah.
And you can understand why when things like this come up. I mean, it's not fair, but it is the way it is.
It ain't fair, dude. And it's really just a slap in the face. I mean, dude, it's first of all, just the way they call them. They're calling them militia. Doesn't that sounds so exotic? Like militia. They're gangsters. They're thugs.
Not terrorists.
No, they're gangsters.
Not hate groups.
Look, they gangstered their way in there. Like, we the ones invented that, like, saying, right? Didn't they gangstered their way in there? They came in there with guns. Okay, all y'all that work here, get up out of here. Right. We taking this over. Can't nobody come to work. Anybody come in here, we shooting.
Right.
And we not going quietly. That's federal land. So who are they challenging? The feds, the government. Right? That's
Martial law hasn't been called out.
Dude, nobody's been called out. The local sheriff came and went in there and said, hey, the people are wondering if we could just end this peacefully, you know, and shaking hands and everything. Do you realize that's a skit from the Boondocks?
Dang.
The Boondocks is the show that basically it's a black show.
Yeah.
And they talk about white people like dogs, but it's funny.
It's like a cartoon.
But it's true though.
Yeah. It's a satire.
It's so true though, man. They have a scene where I guess it was like the rich grandson and his friend. They act black and they all thugged out with guns or whatever, and they go rob a bank, right? So after it was over, the cop came to the house and he's like, oh, Mr. Winsler, you left your wallet at the at the thing earlier,
Wow.
And he's like, oh man, like that's the second time I did that. Dang, like it's like a joke. It's funny, but this is the same thing. They sent the sheriff in there to shake hands, like, hey, excuse me, we were wondering if you guys could, just come out peacefully. The people are worried, and this is like a real thing. If it was some niggas or some Hispanics or some Muslims, they would have been dead already, dude.
Right.
This is the 5th day of this standoff right now.
Right.
Okay? And the leader, Amon Bundy, is like, dude, we'll stay here as long as we need to. And they're there because they are trying to protest these other two ranchers, Dwight and Stephen Hammond, who were jailed for setting fires on federal land. Now, this whole rancher thing is real deep because I did a lot of research and reading to know about it, so to learn about it. So basically, the ranchers have like a bunch of land, and most of it is owned by the government. Mm-hmm. And so they fighting over the land, basically. You need to have land to be a rancher.
Right.
They're about to cut 3.2 million acres of just free land to put a monument, like a national monument. So the ranchers, that's cutting the ranchers' land. That's all their money. They can't have as many cows. They can't have as many pigs and dogs and stuff if that land is cut. So that's what they're upset about. But, but it's a way to do everything.
Right.
They go in there and get the guns out, kick the door in, we're taking this ish over, and you're not going to do nothing about it. And no one's done nothing about it. If that was I'm just saying, they say don't say the word. If that was some niggas, they would have been dead.
Of course.
They would have been dead. Shot. They would have called the National Guard in, called whoever they needed to. They'll call the military in on your ass. They called the military in on on us in LA when they was riding.
I saw this meme on Facebook where they had the college students protesting peacefully. They got pepper sprayed. And then they had the people in Ferguson protesting. You have the cops out there and all their SWAT gear ready to fight. Then you have these guys shaking hands.
Nobody's there.
Nobody's there. Nobody's doing anything. There isn't a sense of urgency or having to protect the public or get these people out of there. It's like, I don't understand. It is what it is. It's one of those, it's not fair, but it's kind of.
And they're saying they're not leaving until those two people are freed from federal prison.
Wow.
So this is like a real standoff. Like, this is serious, and it's challenging the power of the government and the authenticity of the government.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? More than anything, because if it was any of us, look at the Black Panthers when they got together and they got their weapons and they said, "Look, man, y'all killing us. Mm-hmm. Y'all killing us." And we trying to defend ourselves. They said, no, we're going to pass this. We're going to get the government to where you can't have it. And, and that's what happened. They killed all of them. So if dude, me and like 6 of my homies went up to the grocery store and said, "Look, we taking this over. Can't nobody leave until y'all stop killing the black kids." Man, we will be eliminated.
Right.
Our families will be eliminated for that.
Fix that problem.
Real quick. You know what I'm saying? This is white privilege at its finest. But like I said, man, I'm not really even mad at the ranchers though, because I wish we could do some stuff like that. I wish we could do that, man.
But my thing is just enforce the law fairly. You know what I mean? Don't pick and choose.
Happen,
I mean, I know, but that's the way that it should be. It's not. But I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I definitely think it'll go on for at least another week.
Hey, dude, like Montel what's his name? Montel Williams, the bald-headed talk show host.
Yeah, Montel Williams.
He's like, dude, the government needs to go in there and kill them and get them out of there.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
I'm not saying violence is the way, but that's what we've seen them do that too many times to other people.
That's what they do.
So why you ain't doing it to them? It's just crazy, man. But with that, on that note, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to take a real quick break. We just getting started right here on the J. Reed Show on 1670 AM KLIQ Radio. The broadcaster right here from Lakewood, California. We'll be back after one song with Creep of the Week. Holla. Grandma, tape recorder too. Yeah, them motherfuckers. I mean, that shit is spit in the fucking face, man. That's what it is. Wow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bullshit, dog.
Well, militia is in the Constitution, so they're all right.
Just by title, though, right?
Yeah.
But I'm saying it's the same shit. So me and like 6 niggas got together with guns and we're like, yeah,
y'all ain't a militia.
How not?
Y'all just niggas.
But I mean, literally, I'm saying by the Constitution, though, aren't we a militia?
Yeah.
For a purpose, right? We going
right.
to do something. We got guns. We taking up for a purpose.
Right.
That makes us technically a militia, right?
You're right. But you're the wrong color, so that Constitution wasn't built for you.
That shit is fucked up. Hey, can you do a short film for me real quick? Just hit this little button right here. The little look like a video camera. Just hit that one for me.
Ready?
Yeah, I'll tell you when to stop.
Okay.
It should light up. It's not lighting up. Let me see.
What? Your face was framed?
Oh, yeah, you gotta hit this button right here.
Okay.
That one.
Yeah?
It'll light up and it'll start recording.
Okay, you said you'll tell me when to start.
Okay, go ahead. Hey, what's going on? I'm Jay Reed. I'm right here in Lakewood, California, hosting my show, The Jay Reed Show. You can check that out right now on 4KLIQ.com from 7 to 9 p.m. I got all kind of crazy topics for our news, celebrity news. Man, check me out. I got a bomb-ass show. You wouldn't know that if you didn't listen, though. Peace. I stuttered and shit. See what we working with here. I'm Jay Reed. I'm right here in Lakewood, California, hosting my show, The Jay Reed Show. You can check that out right now on 4KLIQ.com from 7 to 9 p.m. It wasn't noticeable. It was noticeable. Check me out. I got a bomb-ass show. You would know that if you would listen, though. I mean, it was decent. Let me get one more. Please. Stand up if you don't mind. Makes me look slimmer. Makes me look slimmer. Yeah.
Say where?
Alright, yeah. Go ahead. Hey, what's going on? It's Jay Reed. I'm right here hosting my show, The Jay Reed Show, right here in Lakewood, California. You can check that out right now till 9 p.m. on 4KLIQ.com. I got a bomb-ass show, man. Check me out. You wouldn't know that, though, if you ain't listening, though. Holla. Oh, that other one probably was better. Oh, how much time?
120.
Creep of the week. What you got?
Well, I think I'm gonna do that girl that's accusing Tiger of texting her.
Oh, you ain't gonna use it for your stuff?
No, because the lady that I was gonna use, I didn't want to use that.
Alright. Oh, fuck, I got a new one. Is you the police? Oh, No duck lips.
I wasn't trying to.
Chin up. Okay, you be alright.
20 seconds.
Shit.
5, 4, 3.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the J Reed Show. You tuned in to 1670 AM KLIQ right here in Lakewood, California. It's just such a glorious, lovely Friday. I just want to just shout out to everybody that's listening, all my followers, supporters, haters, and doubters. I would be nothing without you. I'm just so glad that you exist. Yeah. Well, yeah, welcome back to the show, man. I got Denny B next to me, and we got Creep of the Week. And you got a good one, so I think you should go first, man.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, I think you should go first.
Okay, so unless you've been living under a rock, you've been hearing about Tyga and him text messaging this 14-year-old girl behind Kylie's back. Now, her name is Molly O'Malia. She's a teen model, basically an Instagram model, and like singer. She can sing apparently. Right, it does apparently. So she accuses Tyga of sending her uncomfortable messages online and via text messages. Now this week, there was a press conference held, and the almighty Gloria Allright was sitting next to her. Anytime I see her, I'm like, dude, she's so scandalous. The last time I think I remember seeing her at a press conference was when she was with Miss Jackson.
Yeah.
Has there been anybody else since then?
I don't think so. I was trying to remember who the last person was, and now I know. No, it was Miss Jackson.
Yeah, when she was saying that Floyd was beating her up, and it seems like her clients are always crying. Have you noticed that? This little girl.
That's it.
I didn't see a single tear come down, but she was just like.
Yeah, it wasn't no tears.
He was text messaging me, and I just felt so uncomfortable. Now, basically, I read the text messages, okay? And throughout the text messages, he's asking her how old she was. He asked her at least 2 or 3 times, okay? Now, when she finally decided to answer him, she said, I'm 17. Now, if you're 14 and these text messages are making you so uncomfortable, why lie about your age? And he also asked her to FaceTime, which she never did. But basically, Tyga is saying, like, dude, like, there was nothing sexual. I never tried to get with her. I was only interested in working with her because she had a big following online, you know, and she can sing. She's a pretty girl. She doesn't look 14. Even at the press conference, to me, she didn't look 14. So my thing is, like, are they pursuing this legally? Because I wasn't clear after watching the press conference. They never said, oh, we're going to pursue this in court or we're going to try to get him for statutory rape. They never said that. She just said she was uncomfortable.
And they held a press conference.
And
that's the part that really. And you know what, man? You know how like people you read people. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be sitting right next to me for me to read you.
You can just tell.
I can see you on TV and I can read you. She was like, and I'm doing this so it won't happen to anyone else. And I'm thinking, what happened?
Nothing.
What happened?
Nothing happened. He hit her up and was like, you know, how old are you? You know, and then. They had basic conversations like, oh, what are you doing? What are you up to? On my way to the studio. I'm going to rehearsal. It was that type of thing. There was nothing sexual. He was never like, send me a naked picture. You know, like that kind of conversation never transpired. So for me, she's the creep of the week. Her and Gloria are right. And her parents are too, because it's like, why would you put your daughter on TV to further embarrass herself? To me, going on TV made it even worse than it really was because there was nothing there. You know, like, I mean, of course, when I first heard about it, I'm like, oh my God, Tyga's at it again. You know, he had KLIQ when she was 17. Now he's text messaging this 14-year-old girl. So what's really there? But when I saw it for myself, I realized there was nothing. So for that, Miss Molly, you're my creep of the week.
Yeah, that lawyer's creepy too, man.
Yeah, she's creepy.
But this is just the most recent money grab and most recent attempt to smear or slander another
black man.
Another black celebrity. I mean, Tyga looked like he about 14 anyway. I mean, you on Instagram probably posted, and then they deleted the pics from Instagram too, right?
Yeah.
So that's how you know she was on there showing that thing, showing her ass,
but she looks
being
older.
grown. Hell, she looked older than Tyga.
Yeah, she looks older.
But what I'm saying is, she was a little kid, like a little youngster, and then her parents probably had some money. They said, okay, well, let's contact this lawyer right here. And like you said, what was the point? They wasn't pressing no charges or nothing. What was y'all doing? Y'all was just wanted to put some stuff out there. Yeah, man, that's crazy. Well, hey, it happens all the time. Look at my boy Bill. with the Jello pudding pops. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Tiger, you better watch your ass, man. You know what I'm saying? But he was smart though, asking her the age though.
Yeah, he asked her a couple times.
Yeah, and then you gonna lie about it? That was kind of making her look bad, really.
It definitely did.
It makes her look bad.
If that was my daughter, I would say, well, why didn't you tell him how old you were?
Yeah.
And you know this is a grown man. You let me know somebody's contacting you to let you know they want to pursue you business-wise.
Yeah.
She's fast. And they always say, don't blame it on the victim. Please, get the hell out of here.
And then why would you delete your Instagram? Because you don't want them to see the kind of stuff you were posting and the kind of stuff you were saying.
Yeah.
That's why. Why would you delete it? If you were innocent, why would you delete anything?
Yeah, it's BS.
Yeah, it's BS, man. Well, man, I had so many creeps this week, man. I mean, literally, I had to close my eyes and just pick one. Like, it was so many. I got a personal one and I got a public one. Which one you want first? Flip a coin.
You can go personal.
Personal, okay. I want to. This creepy ass lady at the Ralph's. I went to the Ralph's for my mother recently and got some stuff like I do, like a good son does. I went to the store for my mom, and I'm walking down the aisle, and this lady passes gas right next to me.
That's disgusting. This man did that to me the other day.
No, it smelled bad too. And she was one of them older ladies. Now that was my mom. I'd be so mad. She had that 1990s Luther Vandross curl, like the one that don't really curl. Yeah. And it was like toe up, like nappy all in the back, and it looked like it was a curly top, and she hadn't had it cut in like some months.
Now I have a question. Were you standing right next to her when
yes,
okay, because you know sometimes
if you can't,
it's only natural
if somebody might walk into it.
Yeah, by yourself.
Yeah, we were right next to each other. I heard it.
Oh wow!
I heard it.
You should have been like, "Ugh, that was nasty."
No, because I'm like, did I just? You like I'm focused on getting, because I'm looking at my mom be wanting special stuff. So I was actually on the water aisle. My mother wanted some like that flavored water with the pep in it or whatever, the sparkling flavor. So I'm like really looking. I'm like focused on my mission and my task at hand, and that's get flavored water from my mom. Not trying to figure out was that a woman just farted right here, you know? But I thought about it. I was like, and when I smelled it, I'm like, that bitch farted.
Wow.
Like, I did hear that. And she just kept shopping like nothing happened. She just kept looking and looking.
And no one else was in the aisle.
It was just me and her, dude.
Oh, yeah, she's nasty.
Nasty than a mug, boy. Ugh. Yeah, that was creepy right there. Okay, and now my celebrity one is Conor McGregor. All right, y'all know who Conor McGregor is?
I know. The name sounds familiar.
Look, I'm sure my listeners know who it is. This is one of the most. This is the guy, the MMA guy, the with the beard that just knocked the guy out with one punch recently.
Okay, that's why I know
remember him.
He's is that the one that Floyd was kind of talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, that's him.
Okay.
So basically, Floyd was basically kind of saying, it's still racism in sports, in boxing, in the fight game. McGregor's not a boxer; he's an MMA fighter, mixed martial artist. But Floyd was saying something like, I don't really know this guy. All of a sudden, look at him and Rousey. They just bigger than life. You know what I mean? And he's saying, it's because they're white. They're not really that good. I mean, like, that's what I was saying. I mean, Ronda Rousey did make an impact, and Conor McGregor is definitely making an impact. But they give these guys too much too soon. Like, especially in the MMA. Like, these guys got 13 fights, and you got billboards all over the... Like, what is that, But that's what Floyd was saying, and he was looking at it. In respects to the MMA, boxing and MMA is not the same thing.
No.
And they never will be. No. And I don't mean just the physicality, the physical part of it. I mean just the history of it, just everything. Boxing will always be bigger than MMA, no matter what nobody says. Look at the facts, look at the numbers. Well, I mean, I don't know. Now that Floyd's gone, who knows? But, yeah, Conor McGregor and Floyd had words. Floyd said something like, basically it's about race. And McGregor responds back, don't ever bring race into my success again.
Whoa.
Right? I am an Irishman. My people have been oppressed for our entire existence. So basically he's like saying, we're I guess he's equating him to being black or something like that. That's what it kind of sounded like. Oh, well, we're Irishmen and I'm an Irishman and we've been oppressed also. Whoa. You're still white, dude.
Right.
You're white, dude. When people see you, you talk funny. You got an Irish accent that makes you more exotic and more interesting. But you're still a white boy up on TV, dog.
Yeah, and it's like, as much success as Floyd has had, he still doesn't get the praise that he should get.
And that's what I'm saying.
And that's not fair.
And that's the whole point of what Floyd was saying. Conor McGregor talk more than Floyd do. I will knock you out, I'm gonna do this. And then when he do it, they're like, oh, this is the best thing we ever seen.
Right.
But when Floyd do it, he's cocky. I don't like him. He's arrogant.
I'm so sick of that.
It's so stupid. That's why Floyd retired, man. He wasn't getting the love.
I'm glad he
wasn't
left.
getting the love.
He left when he should have. He got a lot of money out of it. He's still making money. So, I mean,
but
you
look,
don't have to do all of that.
This is what made him the creep for me, though. Okay, because he starts saying, oh, don't ever bring race into my success again. Then he says, don't ever put me in a bracket like that again. He also challenged Floyd to a bout, saying, I'll give you a fair 80-20 split for me. Basically saying like, oh, since your last fight bombed in every avenue.
How is that?
I mean,
when it had all those ratings.
No, he's talking about the Andre Berto fight. That really wasn't that big, and it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? But what did he do before that, Conor? But my thing is, what did your fight sell, Conor McGregor? How many numbers did you do with MMA?
And how much money did he make overall?
It's never released. You know why? Because Dana White doesn't release the numbers for the pay-per-views for the MMAs. Because he's jacking their ass, pimping their ass. Ain't no million. Ronda Rousey was the first MMA fighter to make $1 million in a fight.
So he's like the white Don King, basically.
Dang.
But I'm just saying. So how you gonna try to compare yourself financially to Floyd Mayweather?
You can't.
It's impossible, dude. And look, who just did this recently? Challenged Floyd, show no respect to Floyd.
Rousey.
Who just did that?
Yeah.
And what happened to her?
She got her ass.
Conor McGregor go get your ass whooped. You're gonna get your ass whooped. I'm saying it first, right here on the J Reed Show. I'm predicting it now. You're gonna get your ass whooped. Everybody that says something bad about Floyd Mayweather, they lose.
I hope Floyd goes to that fight too. I would go.
Oh
and have
my
a front
God,
row seat
dude!
just to be a jackass.
He's actually moving up. McGregor's actually moving up in weight, and he's gonna fight some champion guy. I don't even know the guy because I don't know into MMA like that. But what I'm saying is, it might not be this time, but you're gonna lose, guaranteed, because you're not showing the proper respect to one of the best fighters of all time. It doesn't matter what you're doing right now. Now you're saying, oh, I'm going to give you an 80-20 split. So what you're saying is you're bigger than Floyd Mayweather. That's what you're saying.
But my thing is, what happened to respecting him as a fighter, period? It's two different styles.
That's what I'm saying.
For one thing.
This is one of the best fighters in the world. He paved ways for MMA people, too. I mean, I'm just saying, show your respect. I caught you, Conor. I see what's going to happen to you. I just predicted the future accurately right here on the J Reed Show. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm still just getting started. We're coming back after one song with celebrity highlights and headlines. You tune in to 1670 AM KLIQ Radio, J Reed Show. Man, fuck that nigga, man. What? That nigga's a bitch. That nigga's a bitch. I'm just saying though, everybody that talks shit about Floyd lose, dude. Keep it 100.
Yeah, they do.
T and Sean supposed to come.
What time?
Shit, I don't know. Who knows?
Show half
You in the
over.
back of my selfie.
Oh, well, shit,
Take
nigga.
another one.
What? I think it ain't no damn selfie. It's me on there too.
Jeez.
You ain't even gonna post it no way, so why
I'm
you
gonna post
care?
it right now.
You ain't gonna post it no more.
Whatever. Can't post that one with your mouth looking like that.
See, I'm a confident man. I'm happy with how I
Oh,
look.
that way you wouldn't want it. I'm posting this one.
I'm happy with how I look. Whatever. I'm happy with how I look. Post all that shit and tag me on the motherfucker.
I'm not tagging
I know you don't want nobody to know you blew it up.
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
They do.
Everybody knows.
I don't hide it.
You better not. You can't.
You better not.
Why would I?
Yeah, you don't need to.
What, because I didn't change my Facebook status?
Right.
Is that what this is about?
That's what it is.
You blew it up though, it's obvious.
How?
Because it's written down over your face.
And when I get inboxes, I don't respond.
You don't have to say a word. You heard that
What
shit?
time they come?
That's from the 80s. It's written down over your face. Hey, what time is it? Y'all niggas act like the show over. It's 7:39.
I'm just saying.
That was the last of the drink?
Yeah. It wasn't that much.
No,
okay, when I
no,
came, it was like this
face.
much. So that means you
I'm
and
already
me
turned,
drank
as you can
more
see.
than half of the
I'm
bottle.
already turned. What is he tripping? I'm already turned. Man.
Right, he the one hating.
Yeah,
It's some more Pepsi if you're thirsty.
You don't have to say. What? It's selfie time tonight. Fuck it, I ain't even tripping.
Dang.
Cause I ain't got nobody taking pictures tonight.
Whatever. Well, you gotta hide that hole in your shirt anyway.
Hey man, shit. I'm still a gangster though.
I can take a selfie first.
Oh my gosh. For real? That's how we get it in. Once we get to that.
1 minute.
No, we can take one together.
I know we can do that too.
Well, yours is bigger.
You look like somebody hitting you in the face with a chain. Oh,
30 seconds.
It always does. Don't be cocky. Come on.
I like the way I look.
There you go. You should.
Oh, it's my turn now.
I'm on?
10 seconds.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's your turn, Pepe.
5, 4, 3.
Hey, welcome back to the Jay Reed Show. I'm your host, Jay Reed. I got Denny B, my hostess. You looking all snug and warm with the little scarf on.
Oh, I know. It was kind of, well, it's not as cold as it has been other nights.
It was
but
it's chilly in spots.
yeah,
though.
it's chilly. I decided to pull out the scarf. I usually don't wear it.
It's
but.
really chic though, really classy. I love it.
Thank you.
Elegant. Oh my god. Well, yeah, well, you're looking like a celebrity right now. Oh my goodness. But yeah. Well, speaking of celebrities, she got celebrity highlights and headlines right now. Let's get right to it.
Yes. Okay. I have a lot. I wasn't here last week. I missed you all. Hope you missed me too. Don't laugh.
I'm not laughing.
You missed me too. Whatever.
I'm laughing.
So,
I'm laughing with
anyway,
you. I'm laughing with
Chris
you.
Brown is filing a lawsuit against this young lady named Lizzie Ann Gutierrez. Now, basically, she's claiming he punched her in the eye at a Vegas hotel. Now, Chris Brown, what happened is Chris Brown had a party at a Vegas hotel. Like most celebrities, when they have parties like that, they don't want you to bring a cell phone in. So the security was confiscating cell phones as they came in. So this woman, for whatever reason, decided not to give her cell phone up, snuck it in, pulled it out when she gets into the party. Chris Brown is like, nah, you have to go. Like, you have to leave. Security escorted her out. So anyway, she's claiming at some point Chris Brown punched her in the eye. Chris Brown is like, dude, no. This never happened. And because this never happened, and this is the second time that a woman has claimed that I put my hands on them when I haven't, I'm filing a defamation suit against her, which is funny. I think it's smart. You know, like he plans on doing it. He hasn't filed quite yet. But because it's the second time, he's like, I'm putting this to an end. But what's crazy is I saw this same chick on TMZ maybe a month or two ago, and Jason Derulo had kicked her out of his band. Like, she was hanging out with some of her friends at a club in Hollywood, and you see her, like, get out of the van, and she's standing on the curb kind of pissed off, like, oh my gosh, my friends left me. So they ask her, like, what happened? She's like, oh, my friends got in the van with Jason Derulo. He just kicked me out. So she's the type of person who, to me, seems like a groupie, and she goes for these celebrities, and for whatever reason, they don't want her around, you know? So, I don't know. We're going to see what happens, but it was just funny in the Jason Derulo case because she was standing there talking to the TMZ paparazzi, and they're like, oh, well, what happened? She's like, oh my gosh, my friends just texted me and told me to call an Uber. So if your homegirls need you to go kick it with the celebrities, like, you're not the cool chick. But anyway, yeah, I actually hope Chris Brown wins this lawsuit because, you know, these women need to learn, like, this is not a quick ticket to get money in your pocket. It's not fair. And I actually love Chris Brown. I've noticed the change in his attitude and some of the things that he's been doing, you know, since he found out he had a daughter. He's been doing really well. So up next, 17-year-old Jaden Smith, which is the son of Jada Pinkett And Will Smith, he's the new face of Louis Vuitton women's wear, which is crazy. I mean, he's a boy, of course, but if you know anything about Jaden Smith, he has these kind of, you know, like, I'm not gonna say
gay.
Not
gay.
gender neutral. What do they call it? Like gender fluidity?
Metrosexual.
No, girl clothes. Girl clothes.
Yeah. So basically, Louis Vuitton released 2 photos of Jaden. And in both photos released by the company, he's wearing a black skirt and a mesh like fitted top, and he's standing alongside 2 other females. And it's like you said, it's metrosexual, but it's kind of borderline transsexual too. You know what I mean? Like, you're wearing women's clothing.
A skirt?
And I'm really
You know, I read an article recently about it, and it was like, Jaden has been seen wearing clothes that were that used to be considered for women. I'm like, no, it's still women clothes. Like, what do you mean used to be for women?
Yeah,
no, a skirt is a skirt, dude. Like,
but you have to remember, this is the same kid who said when he turned 18 he was gonna cut his penis off or get rid of it. So
yes, and he said because my gender doesn't define my talent.
Yeah, I mean,
I ain't watching the Karate Kid no more.
I think Scientology kind of messed them up, like Will and Jada, because Jada, of course, you know, she's from the hood. Her and Tupac were best friends. Will has always been kind of down to earth. I don't know what happened. Like, I understand you want your kids to be free to express themselves, but at some point, when do you say enough is enough? You know what I mean? I don't know. But anyway, so...
Hey, but I'm just saying, I mean, they're like really famous, though.
Yeah, they're really famous and really rich.
But that's that gay stuff, though. You're the face of Louis Vuitton's women clothes.
Women's wear. Yeah.
I mean, you're basically saying you're gay without saying you're gay. You know what I'm saying? That's all that is.
But he might not feel like he's gay. He might just feel like, hey, I like to dress like a woman. I like to wear whatever I want to wear and be comfortable. So, you know, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay, so Future, you know, he has a child with Sierra. Basically, he decided to put her on blast this week by saying she's a B-word, keep it clean, with control issues. Yeah. And she's prevented him from seeing their 1-year-old son. Now, he claims he's paying $15,000 per month in child support. And he has to go through lawyers for visitation, and he's pissed off about it. Now, I guess what kind of set Future off is the fact that he wanted to spend Christmas with all his kids. I think he has like 5 or 6 kids. He has numerous baby mothers, and he wanted to have all his kids with him for Christmas.
How many baby mamas he got, though?
I don't know, more than 3.
50?
Yeah. So, basically, he's like, I want to see my son. She wouldn't let me. She has control issues. So, Sierra hasn't come out personally, but her team responded with a statement on her behalf saying he does not pay $15,000 in child support, for one. She hasn't prevented him from seeing his son, and he's jealous that she's moved on. So, basically, people, in particular women, have been going in on Future. They're like, dude, like, you haven't been the man that she needs, so why? Because if you don't know, she's dating Russell Wilson. And they have been dating for a long time.
And they say they ain't had no sex yet.
Yeah, they have not had sex.
Hey, stop lying, dog.
I mean, like,
stop lying, dog.
Okay, they haven't said sexual contact. They said no sex.
Okay, look. Did you see those pictures when they were like on a vacation recently? And she was like laying all up against them with her bikini on. Yeah. Stop lying, dog. Stop lying.
Well, I mean, whether they are or not, that's their business. But my thing is, you know, like...
But don't lie.
Like most men,
he probably
feels some type of way that she moved on and she's not tripping on him.
Oh,
like,
get out of here.
Leave it alone, whatever. So I don't know. I'm sure we'll hear more about that.
Future got hoes, man.
Yeah,
he ain't tripping off no Sierra, man.
No, but it seems like he is.
He ain't tripping off
whatever.
No Sierra.
That's another story. So, moving on, Carolina Panthers star quarterback Cam Newton, he just had a baby with his long-term girlfriend last week. And basically, I'm kind of pissed off about this. Like, a lot of football players, athletes in general, have babies out of wedlock, period. So there's this big deal that he had a baby out of wedlock. But he's been with this girl for a long time, but at the same time, that's his business. So anyway, basically, the Charlotte Observer, they posted some letters that were received by the editor from people basically criticizing him for having a kid out of wedlock. So in one letter, they're like, Cam Newton isn't man enough to marry the mother of his child and make a home. What does that have to do with anything? Like, nobody talks about any of these other football players.
And you know what? Like, that the reason why they're doing that is because he's having like the best season.
A great season, yeah.
Dude, he got 45 touchdowns this year.
Man, okay, so we play fantasy football. I wasn't that good, of course.
Got your ass whooped.
Whatever. But he was like scoring like 50 points in most games. I'm like, shit, I wish I had picked him up. But anyway, the other person wrote a letter saying that he's a role model and should have gotten married before giving birth to show his followers and fans that he's a person with high morals. You know what I mean? It's like, it happens every day. Like, were you a virgin before you got married? I doubt it.
There's some white people saying that. Guaranteed.
But how many white football players had baby out of wedlock?
Dude,
you know what I mean? Like, it happens.
They never talk about it.
And
they
just
never
like
talk
the
about
whole, oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. What's the name of the football player who was accused of rape that plays for the Steelers?
Ben Roethlisberger.
Roethlisberger. Now, recently, they did like a chant saying that he was like a rapist. I can't think of it. But anyway, long story short, it's like when they do things to a white football player, you get all this flack, like, oh, they went too far, they shouldn't have done that. But here you are calling Cam Newton out on his personal life. Like, that's none of your business.
Another sign of hypocrisy in this country.
Yeah, okay. So Bow Wow, he's always on Twitter. He's so annoying. But anyway, he posted a twit pic of himself shirtless, right? Laying on top of what looks to be a bunch of money. But if you look closely, it's all $1 bills.
It was $1 bills.
$1 bills.
I was like, did he just doing a strip gig or something?
Yeah, and me like trying to count it, it looks like it was about like $60. But how do you flex on the internet and you don't even have that much money?
And then you don't even got that much muscles either.
Yeah.
So you're just losing all the way around.
Basically, the
all
headline,
your arms skimpy and your money skimpy. What's good, man?
Basically, the headline said, I could live my life twice, but not with one. So yeah, the internet basically went in on him. So my thing is just flex a little bit better next time, Bow Wow.
Literally,
the
and
internet
financially.
is already right. So earlier this week, there was some speculation that Beyonce would be producing and starring in a self-produced biopic about I can't pronounce her name. Is it Saartjie Baartman?
I don't know.
Anybody
know who that is? Anybody in
name.
the room know who that is?
You guys know who that is?
Saartjie Baartman. She was an African lady, a slave.
Yeah.
But she was like hella voluptuous stuff.
Yeah, had the big booty,
big titties, everything.
Yeah, basically.
They flown her around like she was a zoo animal.
Yeah.
Like she was enslaved and forced to work in the early 19th century, basically in freak shows in London and Paris, displaying her body. She had a big butt, so, they put her on display like, this is like foreign.
They never seen
white people.
Like
they never saw anything like that. So basically, the South African chief, when he heard about it, he was pissed off. Like, Beyonce isn't worthy of producing this film, or
I wouldn't say worthy of producing it, but starring in it. They didn't get Serena or somebody to star in that mug.
Yeah.
They get somebody where the oil go hit on that camera, and everybody in the audience gonna be like, "Oh, I see what I see."
But she wasn't high yellow. I know that.
Yeah, definitely wasn't high yellow. Definitely wasn't high yellow.
But it was just a rumor. Her people said it's not happening. It wasn't true. I don't know where the rumor came from, but it's not true. So,
good.
Did you guys watch Saved by the Bell as kids?
Yeah,
of course.
I loved it. Okay, that was your favorite, right?
Zach
now,
Morris.
Lark, she's been on some other ish.
AC Slater.
She played Lisa Turtle on Saved by the Bell, and she basically went on her Instagram and announced that she actually isn't black.
Huh?
Yeah. Now, if you've seen her, she's bleached her skin. She looks awkward. Like, she doesn't look good at all.
Yep.
I mean, lately she's had some mental issues, mental disorders she's been battling since 2012, I think. Mental problems. I guess she's like
that explains it all.
Bipolar or something. I don't know. She has issues. You can tell. It's obvious.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's actually been removed from her IG since. I tried to find it today and I couldn't find it, but she needs to take her meds. So her caretakers, handlers, whoever needs to get a hold of that, because you're on Instagram saying you're not black. Like,
and obviously you're black. Like, we can see you. Look, there she is. Like,
and speaking of race,
and you were the only black girl on Saved by the Bell. You were the only one that we all wanted to see on the show.
And she was so pretty.
Yeah,
like,
man.
I looked up to her. Like, she was the only one I could kind of relate to.
Zach
on
was
the
hitting
show.
that, right?
Yeah, Zach
Yeah.
Y'all saw
on the low.
Yeah, y'all saw. Yeah, he ain't gonna let nobody know. He ain't gonna let the world know. You know what I'm saying?
Now, while we're on the topic of race, so in a post-game interview, Laker Jordan Clarkson revealed that Kobe Bryant told him to stop taking the ball to the basket like a light-skinned dude. Now we have a light-skinned dude in here.
Here we go.
Usually, for whatever reason, he feels like, well, I mean, I guess just in general, people will always feel like if you're light-skinned, you're kind of soft.
Yep.
So basically, during the Lakers win
That's why we gotta go extra hard.
over the Suns, Clarkson, he had like a nice dunk in the game, rocked the house. The crowd was kind of pleased by his dunk because I guess he hasn't really been playing that aggressively. So when he was asked by the reporter what he remembered most about the dunk, he basically said, you know, I got to start going in like a dark-skinned dude. Like Kobe told me, like, I need to be more aggressive, yeah, and stop playing like a light-skinned dude. So, yeah, he said that.
Go gorilla.
Go in like a dark-skinned dude.
Not
But
like
it's
Matt
working.
Barnes, huh?
Whatever it takes to motivate him, you know, it works. So
He said that?
he said that. I got to start going in like a dark-skinned dude. I mean, hey, Kobe is dark. Maybe he feels like he has to play more like
Hold up, the
Kobe.
light-skinned brothers turning red.
Dude,
Oh, I know.
are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Hold on, man. Hey, hold up, dog. Are you kidding me? He repeated that?
He repeated that.
Oh,
and of course,
my
the
God,
reporter was
dude.
kind of like this awkward moment, but
Light-skinned niggas is tearing up the league right now, dude.
yeah, well.
Light-skinned dudes tearing up the league. What do you mean?
Name one.
Steph Curry.
I knew you were going to say
The
that.
Splash Brothers.
Was he playing like a light
No.
dude?
Is Kyrie Irving, is Russell Westbrook is light-skinned?
Wait, hold on.
No, hold
He's
up,
not
hold
really
up.
light.
Now.
Russell
Yeah.
Westbrook is light-skinned.
That's the gray
Blake
area right
Griffin
there.
is light-skinned. I mean, dude, are you kidding?
But
Look
they're
at
not
the
going to the
next.
hole like that.
Who's the next coming into the league?
I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, Ben Simmons?
Ben Simmons is light-skinned. I mean, Charles Barkley was light-skinned. I mean, are you serious?
Take it up with Kobe.
This is, hey, no.
But she
Jordan-
did say going to the hole.
Right.
Yeah, but Jordan
The Splash
Clarkson,
Brothers shoot threes.
man, Steph Curry do everything. Klay Thompson do everything, man. Hey, man, you know what, man? Hey, man, we're going to play ball right after this, man.
Oh, I know, huh?
Get that
Okay,
shit.
so earlier this week it was reported that doctors found a tumor in Janet Jackson's throat
No.
after she was forced to postpone several dates on her Unbreakable tour in order to have a mandatory surgery. Now, this was all over the internet. I was kind of sad about it. I'm like, dang, Janet Jackson has a tumor? Like, but basically, she's come forward and she's cleared the rumors.
All
She
that
said,
plastic surgery
yeah,
shit.
it's untrue. She doesn't have cancer. She did have surgery, but it wasn't for cancer. She's recovering, and her concerts in Europe will continue as scheduled.
So it was
that's
a
good
lie.
news.
So it
Yeah,
was a lie.
it wasn't cancer.
That's crazy, dude.
But you know how people are like, oh, something's wrong with her voice. You know, it can start. One person can feel the rumor, and it'll just.
But that's
spread
so
quickly.
stupid because, like, I was believing it. And
I
that-
was
just
too.
like the Beyonce story you're talking about. I was believing that, too.
I did
That's why
too.
I'm like, people just lie, dude.
Yeah, I had to kind of do some research on that. Does anybody in here know who Little B is, the rapper?
I've heard the name, but
Little B, the bass god.
I will walk right past him if I saw
I've
him.
never
That's one
heard-
of the Russell Westbrook doesn't know, right?
Yeah, okay.
I don't know him either.
Right, who does? I actually looked him up on Wikipedia, and they didn't even list one of his songs. He hasn't had like a hit record or anything.
He from out here, though, right?
I don't think
I'm not
so.
sure. Lil B, let me Google him right quick. Go ahead.
I know I've seen him
Proceed.
somewhere dressed up like a woman.
Oh, I do remember that. I do
He
remember
He had on
that.
a skirt and a
He's
top.
been getting in beefs, like he's been putting curses on certain NBA
Yes,
players and
yep.
stuff
So
like
you
that.
know about it. So basically, he went on Twitter this week and threatened to put a curse on Rajon Rondo. And basically, I don't know if you guys saw the game, but he tried to trip Deron Williams during the game. Did you guys see that game? No. I didn't.
Right, I did.
So he's like, I might have to put a curse on him. He better be careful. Now, I don't know anything about this curse thing, but I have heard him say that before. But they're saying that the curse of Little B might be real. So I have 3 instances that I found on the internet that, you know, might be linked to Little B and him putting a curse on people. So the first one is Kevin Durant. Basically, when he put a curse on him, he got hurt that same season. He missed the remainder of the season, and Oklahoma missed the playoffs. So after that, he cursed James Harden, and he played his worst basketball that entire year. Supposedly, I guess he put another curse on him, or they were into it again. And basically, the Rockets, they started off the season with their worst record in franchise history. And Kevin McHale, is that the coach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got fired, and the Rockets still aren't playing their best. So I don't know. They're saying, watch out for Lil B. His curse, it might be something to it.
Man,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
So, I don't
He
know.
doing some voodoo
If
or
something starts
some black
happening
magic
with,
or something with his dress on or something.
If something starts happening with Rondo,
He one of them Creole boys.
Yeah, man, apparently one of them light-skinned
Yeah.
dudes. You gotta watch them light-skinned dudes.
Bury your drawers in the front yard.
that's funny.
Can't
Yeah,
leave the house.
that's all I have for this week's Celebrity Highlights.
What about the RZA?
Man,
I thought you were gonna talk about him.
please go in. on
Okay,
him.
so basically,
please go in on him.
RZA, if you haven't
Which is
been on Facebook,
which is in my top 5 producers of all time.
of the
Hip hop.
Wu-Tang, he basically went on record and said that if black men would dress better and carry themselves better, they wouldn't be arrested or harassed by police as much as they are.
Wow.
Yes, he's saying they need to wear
For
suits.
real?
Yeah, he's
For
saying
real.
they need to wear suits
This dude
and
is
they
so
wouldn't be
far.
harassed. But he's an idiot.
Like Martin Luther King wore.
And he still got arrested.
But my thing
he
is,
still got killed.
they
Malcolm had on a suit that night at
Man.
Sean Bell got killed on his wedding day.
And what about the men who are driving while black? We all know about that. They don't know if I have on a suit. The nicer your car, the more likely they are to pull
Yep,
you over.
exactly.
So the nicer your dress, the more they might be, oh, you're a drug dealer.
Yep,
You know what I mean? You
exactly.
can't really say that about people. I mean, I
Exactly.
kind of understand
Bean pie.
what he means when he says, I agree that you should
A moose
pull your
off.
pants up. Don't walk around with your hair, looking all tore up and all of that. I understand.
Now that part. I understand that because sometimes I'll be out in the community. I'm like, why my black people gotta look so bad sometimes, man? Like, fix your hair, woman. Take that scarf off your head.
Change the
Pull
pajamas.
them pants up, boy. Take them damn pajama bottoms off. Go,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I do feel like that sometimes, but it don't got nothing to do with the police harassing you, though.
It doesn't.
Your outfit ain't got nothing to do with it. You
It's
know what
your
I'm saying?
skin.
That's an excuse
You
for
can't
them
hide.
boys up there eradicating us, though.
Right.
We cannot make that an excuse, man.
You can't hide the
At all.
color of your skin, regardless of what
Can't
you
hide.
have on.
We can't
And like
hide.
you said, back in the day, the black men did wear suits, and they were still hosed down. The
Yep.
dogs were still put on them.
Yep.
So at what point do you say, what can you do? You can't do anything.
Lead this country.
Develop
man.
Michael Jackson syndrome and bleach your skin.
What's that? Reeve
It
and
was
Ligo?
crazy.
Yeah, but they still know you black though. They
Right.
can tell. They're like, nah.
That's a black brother right
You're
there.
not fooling us.
But my thing
You're not
is,
fooling
like,
us.
RZA, when has he ever worn a suit when he was in Wu-Tang? They had gold teeth, the fangs. They wore, the hair looked crazy, ODB looked, I mean, like, come on now.
ODB.
He's getting that corporate check.
And that's-
now. He getting
that's-
that check.
That's an acronym for Old Dirty Bastard.
Oh, yeah,
by the
sorry.
way.
I just think he's on some BS. But last week or the week before, he was criticizing the man who bought the album for $1 million. I don't know if you guys remember.
$2 million.
Was it $2 million? I
Yes.
reported on this. And you're criticizing him for raising the price on HIV meds, and you basically feel like, he isn't really pro-black or for the black community. But look at how you're acting. You're acting like Bill Cosby. That's why
Oh,
people,
no.
I mean, I'm seriously.
Nah,
that's why
Bill
a lot of
Cosby
people
back in the day
are
used to
going
get
in on Bill
get on
Cosby.
blacks, dude.
Now, I feel like the whole rape case, that's something completely different. But I also feel like Bill Cosby goes in on the black community. So
Yeah,
a lot of
he
people are kind of mad about that.
Yeah,
They have
he
the opportunity to talk mess about him, so they're like, oh, Bill Cosby want to talk about us sagging and wearing our pants instead of pulling us up. You want to talk mess about us. So, it's like, RZA, he needs to really take a chill pill and think about the people he's talking to.
Yeah,
Because you're
man.
talking about your listeners. You're talking about your fans.
And it's
your
not
fans
true.
look like you.
The thing about it is that it's not true. It's
Right.
just simply not true. That's the main part about it. I mean, yeah, I don't know. They'll say, oh, he's selling out, this and this and that. I mean, I don't know, but if that's the case, but what you're saying is it's not true.
It's
We're
not right.
profiled. It doesn't matter what we're wearing. They see the color of our skin. That's the problem,
Mhm.
not our outfit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try that though. We should try that though.
I
So
wonder how many
niggas,
times he got profiled and got pulled over.
man.
And
But like she
it's
said
sad
though, you ain't never worn no suit. I've never seen you wear
him
a
in
suit. Never.
And it's
And
sad that he can't see the bigger picture. And that's what I don't understand.
What is it
man.
with these guys, man, when they get that little money, man? It's like they all of a sudden they don't want that check to get cut off, so they say whatever they gotta say to keep that check coming.
Exactly.
That's
We want to keep that
crazy.
check coming, so we
Yeah,
gonna
but damn, how much?
conform.
But how
Selling
much?
your soul?
Yeah, I mean, but
Bottom line.
All right, there it is.
Yeah.
At its finest. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Well, yeah, when I was Celebrity Hottest Headlines, got a little deeper than usual, but it's all good, man. Hey, man, shout out to my homies, man, that came up in here right now. My boy T and my boy Jinx, man. Thanks for stepping up in here, man.
Oh man, no problem, brother. All love.
I
All
appreciate
love.
the respect. I appreciate the love, the support, man. I mean, God, this is the ultimate side of respect right here, man. I'm just ecstatic right now, man. You have no idea. Well, yeah, man. I'm gonna take a real quick break. You know my style. I'm gonna play one song. I'll be right back. You tune in to 1670 AM. KLIQ is the station. Jay Reed is the man, and I'll be right back with 4 Hour News. Yeah, man. Good looking on the come through,
Thank
man.
you.
You remember Jinx?
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
He came over from
Yeah, that's what I'm
the
gonna say. I know you know T. Yeah, that's my boy T right here, my boy Sean, my engineer, Professor Bean right here.
Might have put me
Hey,
over
hey.
this
My
time.
nigga,
No,
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 my
no.
nigga.
You got the
My
Apple one?
my nigga. Like, my nigga.
He tried to come for a second shot. He like,
No! Brakes!
Welcome breaks.
I'm going in. Hey man, hey, hold up. I was thinking about that. Wait, let me get a little toast with my man real quick before I make that point. Now I'm thinking about introducing that character, man.
Today?
Next week.
I mean, what you mean? Why next week?
If you feel it, run with it.
I'm just saying, I'm thinking about it. I got this little character I've been working on.
You doing a Steve Harvey thing?
Some racist shit. Hell yeah. Some Steve Harvey shit. Some racist shit, though.
You talking about Bill Cosby and all that already stuff, right? Well, you've been talking about him for a couple weeks.
Yeah, we've been talking about it. But I'm
All,
saying,
all the people that came out now saying, oh, they didn't drop those charges on him.
yeah, I'm gonna get on it. They like 3 of them already, but most of them was already past the statute of limitations.
Yeah,
So why the fuck
I
is you
didn't
still
even know he was trying to
pursuing it?
buy NBC, and this when this all started, when he tried to get NBC.
No, when he first did it, that's when he killed his son. When the shit was first,
Yes.
that's when they killed his son. They said that the nigga had Dick Gregory, the comedian Dick Gregory. He said Ennis Cosby had a car that that put the air back in the tire when they get a flat. So what the fuck he pulled over on the side of the road for a flat? He like Bill Cosby knew that shit was. Bill Cosby know what car he bought him. So, you know, he couldn't say shit. He couldn't come out and say nothing. This is like some bullshit. It's like some deep shit, my nigga. Like, crazy shit. Hey, can we get some pics? Take some pics, Denise? Yeah, but I don't know, man. I'm thinking about early
1
races,
minute
man.
30.
I've been working on it for like...
1 minute 30.
I've been working on it for like 2 weeks, man.
Well, you didn't tell me.
Well, I mean, shit.
You didn't run by me at home.
Shit, I mean, damn. I'm just saying, I do it when I'm in the car by myself. Shit. It's really in the car by myself, really, though.
It was dark. Is your bathroom?
You gotta hit the button.
1 minute.
Dark.
Is it dark? Let's try moving a little bit.
Huh?
Oh, then get it better angle. The picture came out dark?
It's black. I'll take one of my phone on the next break. It's your phone.
45 seconds.
It's my phone. It's better than yours.
No, bitch.
That's the LG
30
style.
seconds.
I'm gonna have to light this motherfucker up. Put some
I told you.
motherfucking things on it. Hey, y'all can chime in on this shit right here though. This far I knew was like the craziest shit of the week. So
You want some more of this?
yeah, a little swigger.
10 seconds.
Is your streak?
3, 2.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the J Reed Show. I'm your host, J Reed. You're tuned in to 1670 AM KLIQ radio, or you might be tuned in to 4KLIQ.com. Either way you go, man. If you're listening, you want to give a shout out or just call in and tell me how great I am, the phone number is 323-300-8132. Once again, that's 323-300-8132. Like I said, if you want to call in and tell me how wonderful the show is and how great I am at my job, then that's welcome. You know, if you want to call in and debate with me, you got a problem with something I said, let me know. It's all good. I'll put you on blast. I'll slay you right here on the air. No problem. Yeah, it's really fun. I got Denny B in the building. I got Professor B in the building. Got my boy Jinx. Got my boy T Money. It's going down, man. I'm loving the energy right now. But right now, we got far out news, and it's really far out. Y'all ready?
Ready.
Go for it.
Okay, starting off, a father and son rob a store while dressed in drag.
In drag?
In drag, yes. And this is in Leeds, England.
There are so many other ways to disguise yourself other than women's clothing.
But it's funny because
Benny Hill. That's what British comedians do.
yeah, that's the classic though. Benny Hill. I used to watch Benny Hill until the TV went off.
That
Jack
was
Benny.
before my time.
Yeah,
Oh,
Benny Hill.
yeah.
Benny Hill was my soft porn.
That's what I'm saying.
Ah!
Benny Hill.
My soft porn.
Dude, I used to watch Benny Hill till I was a kid watching Benny Hill. I didn't even know what he was doing.
Right,
I didn't even know what he was doing, dude. Okay, now speaking of Benny Hill, this is in Leeds, England. The son is 17, the father's 38. Declan and Martin Peck are their names. and the son wheels in the dad in a wheelchair. So she's acting like an old lady, by the way. Wheels her into the store. He pulled out a gun, get up. Hey, everybody on the ground. Whoa, they really like try to rob it. And the store owner's like, get your ass out of here. They start chasing, they start fighting, and he chases the father and the son out of the store. The uncle is waiting in the car as the getaway driver.
Hilarious.
So this was dressed in drag too?
Right, I know,
He got a purse on. He got a purse and shit. That's just what he normally wear. He wasn't a part of the robbery. And but yeah, I mean, this is a true story. This has happened in Leeds, England, over the weekend. And yeah, they were beaten up by the guy and chased out of the store. The uncle was the getaway driver. They ended up getting caught naturally. But what kind of plan is that, dude? Like, the dad got 18 years, the uncle got 16 years.
And what about the son?
He didn't get nothing because he was turned out and influenced by his uncle and father.
Oh.
Which he clearly was, though.
Yeah.
But, like, did the kid think of that, or did the father think of that? That's the question. Let's put on some wigs and some purses and go rob a store.
How old was the kid again?
17.
Oh, no, man.
He knew better.
Damn near an
State's
adult.
evidence is what happened.
Adult. If he was black, they would have tried him as an adult.
Of course.
No doubt about
That
it.
goes back to that monster.
Yeah.
Monster book.
Yep. Oh, see, she's dropping facts. Y'all don't even know what you don't even know where these fools grew up
Oh,
at.
I
You gotta
know,
watch them out. But yeah, man. But I'm just saying, who thought of that plan? Was it the son, the uncle, or the dad? Like, I mean, it's like that's so stupid. Like, if you going,
But why did the uncle get 16 years? He was just the driver.
maybe he didn't snitch.
My defense would have been like, I don't know what was going on. I don't know what happened. Like,
Yeah, but come on, they in the car dressed in drag. You drove them to a store dressed in drag with a wheelchair. You know he's not crippled. So what was y'all doing? He couldn't fight it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But I'm saying maybe they got more time because they didn't want to tell on the son. I don't know. Either way it go, it was a crazy ass story, and they got foiled, robbed. I mean, they got time in jail. You know what I'm saying?
On another note,
BS.
this is like a side note. Sorry to cut you
It's
off,
all good.
but I'm from Fresno. If you guys don't know, and I
We
keep
know,
up,
Denny B. We know.
whatever. I keep up with the stories in Fresno. So anyway, what happened today or late last night is this man was at an ATM. He was approached by another random guy. The guy tries to rob him with a stun gun. The man he was trying to rob had a gun. The driver who's sitting in the car, which is a female, got shot by the man they were trying to rob. Yes. And then the male who was initially trying to rob him with the stun gun, he got away. So the girlfriend got shot. So she's probably only going to be the only person getting time. Yeah, because the guy's gone.
Hey, well, they say crime don't pay, and there's a good example right there. Okay, another for our news: nude photos of a Brazilian cop, a Brazilian cop, are leaked as retaliation.
An ex-boyfriend.
No, this cop, and she's actually really cute too, really beautiful. You know how the women in Brazil be looking? Julia Lyers. And she actually recently arrested this gang leader in Rio de Janeiro. And so the gang was pissed off. And so they're like, how can we get this bitch back? You know? So they found some naked pics. They released about 5 nude pics of her doing selfies. So they got me to thinking, she must have been smashing one of the dudes in that bar, dude.
You don't just
How could you get access to those
How did you
pics?
come across those?
Right.
Come on. You know what I'm saying? She had to be smashing one of the dudes in there, dude. You know what I'm saying? Had to be.
Her phone got hacked?
Come on. In Rio de Janeiro? Oh no.
Like
Maybe so.
Can you get those pics though?
Yeah, they're actually on. Let me see. Is it on the J Reed Show page? I'm not sure if I shared it. I can't remember. I share so much stuff I don't even remember. But like, you can just Google Brazilian cop photos leaked, and it'll come up. Because it's a true story, as in all of my stories on Far Out News. But yeah, 5 pics were leaked, and she's got her, she's showing the monkey, she's showing the thing, she's showing everything. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's going down. Nobody knows how they got the pics. Nobody but me. She was smashing one of the dudes in the barrio or in the favela. That's what it's called. It's not called the barrio. It's called no disrespect to the Brazilians.
But my thing is, those gangs, they run everything.
Yeah.
So somebody knows somebody who knows somebody.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Let me pay you, let me check you off and give you these pictures of her.
That make a
That's
lot
all
of
it
sense.
takes.
That make a lot of sense. But I mean, they ain't really getting her back. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're making her a star now. You know
But
what
the
I'm
thing
saying?
is, how is that going to affect her job? Because as a police department employee, when they do your background check, they do a thorough check.
Now that's a
Obviously
original.
not.
We are talking about Brazil.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, Brazil.
The most corrupt
Yeah.
and unjust police systems in the world. No, but that's a hell of a way to retaliate, though. Instead of shooting up something, man, we gonna get this bitch.
Yeah, as a woman, it's like, that's humiliating.
Yeah, that's humiliating. Okay, another far out news. A college girl from Texas drives a Barbie Jeep after a DUI arrest. Like an actual Barbie Jeep.
Like
that
a
you bought for
Power
her
Wheel
kids.
toy?
Yeah, a Power Wheel.
Wow.
And it was she was leaving a Waka Flocka concert. Now, you should have been arrested for that alone, right? But she was leaving a Waka Flocka concert, got pulled over, and refused to do the breathalyzer and everything. So she got arrested for that and everything, and then got in trouble, got her license suspended or whatever. So she goes on eBay and gets a Barbie scooter, like as a joke, like, and starts driving it to her classes because she lives on campus. She goes to Texas State. Her name is Tara Monroe, by the way, and so she has no license, no transportation. So she got this Barbie Jeep for $60 on eBay. So all you broads out there on the bus, hey.
You can walk faster than that thing drives, though.
She said it's actually pretty fast when it's just her. That's why I said when it's just you. So you got people riding in the mud. So you got two adults riding in the mud.
No license or insurance?
No license, no insurance. You know what I'm
My
saying?
thing is, like, how much does she weigh? She must be tiny, for one. And for two, like, you have to be pretty lazy to drive that around a college campus.
Hey.
Because in my campus, it was crowded. You know what I mean? Like, are you driving slow behind people? Like, blowing a little horn? Like,
dude.
oh, I'm behind you. Get
It's
out of
college.
here.
She just woke up, 2 hours ago?
Yeah,
right.
Partying
Right.
all night. She
Right.
ain't trying to walk.
I kick the hell out of that thing. Like, get that out of my way. I'm trying to get to class.
It's a used Barbie Jeep, by the way. And she's a legend at her college.
Oh, I'm sure.
She's a legend. Like, everybody
Everybody knows her.
like, they take pictures. They want to take pictures with her and all. Like, she's like a legend for driving this Barbie Jeep. But I just thought that was far out because, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get a DUI. Who thinks to do that?
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's crazy.
She's
I thought
an
that was
ass.
far out, man. Okay. All right. A mom. Now, this is not this one right here. Mom throws a naked twister party for her daughter for her birthday and has sex with her boyfriend. Threw a naked twister party for the birthday and had sex with her boyfriend.
Well, that tells you that the mother is a freak. And see, that's why, like, okay, my daughter's only 4.
See, a freak.
But I don't play that. I'm doing pop-ups and everything. I need to make sure that the parents, because there's
She's
always...
the one who... I
But
see.
I'm just
If
saying,
you're a kid...
everybody has a friend who has a parent who's cool.
Yeah.
You know, that's the
Let them
kicking
smoke
spot.
in the house.
You can bitch over there.
Yeah.
You can drink. You can have sex over there.
I have a feeling that I'm going to know who that is, and I'm going to foil their plan
Yeah.
in the future. Maybe I might end up being the kicking one. I might end up being the cool one. though.
How old were these kids
Not on
at
my
this
watch.
party?
Man, they were 15, dude. No, 16. She was turning 16. So, you know, it was high school kids, man. Now, this is Rachel Lindhart of Georgia. 35 years old, mother of 5. Okay? And now she went to
5
her...
different baby daddies.
Who knows?
Child services is on the way.
Yep. Told her AA, that's Alcoholics Anonymous, told her AA sponsor about the party. She admitted to the AA sponsor. So that's how she got in trouble. She said that they had naked twister. She allowed that to happen. They had weed, alcohol, you know what I'm saying? And they were just having parties. Then she goes in and gets all her sex toys out the back and does a demonstration in front of all the kids.
Was this a bachelor party? Or
I would've
a
whooped
birthday
her ass.
party?
Man, I'm saying
That was
this.
my daughter.
Man, you can't tell, can you? I mean, it's going down, basically. Okay, and then so in the middle of the night, 2, 3 in the morning, she wakes up. Somebody's having sex with her. It's her daughter's boyfriend, and she said he was huge.
So she wakes up, gets wet, and starts.
Yeah, just start going in. You know what I'm saying? And she said she was horny from the sex
naked
toy.
twister?
No, the sex toy exhibition. So she just said, "Let's do it." Like, you know what I mean? He was already in there. So, you know, they probably was like, "Oh yeah, she the mom getting it popping. She ain't number 35, so she's still kind of young a little bit." You know what I'm saying? I don't know. This is a true story though. So now she's facing like some serious charges right now. So it really wasn't worth it. Then she admits that she's a sexual deviant and an alcoholic. Duh. Like,
Really, right?
Doy. Like, you know what I'm saying, huh? Yeah, well, yeah, far out. Naked Twister and had sex with the boyfriend.
Wow.
The Mother of the Year award goes to. Okay, another far out news. A new sperm switch has been invented for men.
It's on your back, right?
No, it's okay. Now this is invented by a German carpenter, by the way, and he has valves, little tiny teeny valves that turns the sperm flow on and off. They're attached to your now. People, bear with me now. They're attached to your vas deferens, and that's the part that produces the sperm in your testicles. In a man's testicles, the vas deferens. These valves are attached to the vas deferens, and they can clench and keep the sperm from coming through. They can stop the sperm flow. It hasn't been invented actually yet, but they have patents, and they're actually about to set to test 25 men this year.
Doesn't the inventor have that on him right now? Doesn't he?
He's the only one. He's the only one who has it.
But my question is, how does that affect the male orgasm? Do you just orgasm and not release, or do you not orgasm at all?
See, that's why I got Denny B on the show.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Hey, see, now your shit is coming out now. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm like, dude. That was deep. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Like, do it still feel good, or
right, or is that like a new route to being?
Hey, watch that echo, B.
What do they call it? Having a vasectomy without really having.
That's
one.
basically what they likened it to.
Oh, okay.
It's a vasectomy without having a vasectomy.
But see, having a vasectomy kind of affects the male, the sex drive.
Yeah, it do. But this one's supposed to not affect no sex drive, and it's easy to take off because it takes only 30 minutes to
Just wear a condom. Who wants to do all of that? Please.
Who wants to wear a condom?
Yeah, right.
There's a switch on your back. There's a switch,
I
right?
have a switch.
But I mean, does that cause blue balls?
So after the fact, would you go to the bathroom and flip the switch on, and then it comes out?
No, I mean that's just your semen and your piss is in different it's coming out. That's only for the vas deferens is the only thing that produces the semen, and so the valves are only on that. It's not on your pee.
But does that cause blue balls? All that semen backed up in there.
Okay, see, now we're thinking. A professional, a professional, quote, doctor, said that exact thing, said that very thing. He said, he brought up the whole part about it getting clogged up, and that could cause, like, permanent damage to your organs. You know what I'm saying? Because if you leave it closed too long, then you can get backed up. You know what I'm saying? So they say, we'll see what happens. But it's set to be tested on 25 men this year, so we'll see what happens.
Is that out of the country or here?
This is out of the country.
Had to be. That ain't happening in America.
No, it's not.
American men ain't gonna do that.
Would you consider something like that?
Who, me?
Yeah.
A freebie? I mean, just a...
Yeah, like, we want you to test this new thing out,
Certainly.
Yeah,
I'll give it a try.
Yeah, hey, why not?
I get the deposit for a year.
Right, there you go. Hey, well, new sperm switch coming soon, guys. Stay tuned. And there was a lady online, she's like, men have it so easy. Oh my God. I'm like, yeah, that's right.
Well, she must not orgasm that often.
Dang.
Let them know, Denny B. Let them know.
That's what it sounds like.
Let them know.
Speak up on me.
Speak. All right, look here. Okay, another far news. Does titty sucking cure cancer?
For who, men or women? I'm just saying. For who?
Wait a minute. Women have breast cancer, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And the men have what?
We got
Y'all
middies.
got a lot of issues.
We got middies. That's man titties. So I didn't think about men getting breast cancer.
Yeah.
Men do get breast cancer.
They do.
Wow.
Yep.
We're going deeper than the ocean. Okay. Well, yeah. Apparently, titty sucking does help lower the risk of breast cancer. And there was a doctor reported that regular sucking, vigorous and aggressive sucking, can lower risk levels of building lumps that eventually lead to breast cancer.
That means it probably has something to do with like the blood circulating through the nipples.
There you go. You are in rare form tonight. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm just smart. Like,
yeah, there it is. UCLA. Oh. So you got your master, so you my master now. Oh, so you got your master, so you my master now.
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Well, you know, this is true. It says that sucking breasts, and it was a quote, vigorously and thoroughly lowers the risk levels of building lumps, and that lumps that lead to breast cancer eventually. So, you know, men, help your women out.
But don't do it vigorous. I mean, I don't know what.
Some women like it vigorously. There's some women that have orgasm from getting their titties sucked.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
So
Maybe
there you
I
go.
just learned something tonight.
I'm trying to tell you, right here on the J. Reed Show, 1670 AM KLIQ Radio, you will learn something, guaranteed.
Definitely educational.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, titty sucking cures cancer. So, fellas, if you want to help out your ladies or help out your community, suck a titty. Suck a titty. I mean, it's the easiest thing to do. Suck a titty.
Somebody's
Okay?
gonna
Is
open
there
up.
vaginal cancer? I just want to know.
we need some test dummies. We gonna holler at you. We gonna holler at you.
Somebody's gonna open up a shop.
Yeah,
Right.
pretty soon. Okay, yeah. So suck a titty, save a life. All right. In other far news, a teen dies from using too much deodorant.
That's strange.
Now this is weird. This is in Britain, of course. A British teen who chose not to take baths. He don't shower or take no baths. He just pour on the deodorant, pour on the aerosol cans. You know what I'm saying?
This is rugby.
I'm saying.
Nasty.
I'm saying. And he died from inhaling too much gas from those aerosol cans.
Oh,
They
that
found
makes sense.
62 aerosol cans in his room.
So he was probably just going crazy with it.
He's trying to cover up that stank.
His mom
Yeah.
said he went through 2 a week.
Yeah.
But she had no idea that it would be fatal. I didn't know you can die from aerosol
That's like
cans.
huffing. You know, huffing the paint.
Oh,
the
okay.
aerosol
The
cans, it
fumes
seems
or
like
whatever?
it's the same thing. You can get a high from that. Yeah, it affects the brain and the body.
Wow. Yeah, well, he
Yeah.
died. He is R.I.P. Thomas Townsend. And he was 16 years old from Great Britain.
But where was his
Wow.
mother? Why didn't she make him get in the shower? Because, you know, boys have this thing where, for whatever reason, they don't like to get in the shower. Like, I would be on top of
I
my
love
boys.
showering.
I'm not saying all boys, but, you know,
Yeah.
like, I have a
There's
little
some
brother.
girls,
It's
too.
like,
There's
yeah.
some women, too.
But
They
it's like,
stinking
get in
ass.
the shower. Like, she didn't smell his room?
If you don't take baths, somebody gonna smell something.
Right?
And then when you
She
don't
done
take a
smelled
bath, if you don't take a bath and then you put something on top of it, you gonna smell that too. It mixes with it, and it's
Yeah, it
like
makes
festering,
Creates a
like-
different funk.
Yeah, a whole nother level of funk. We talk like George Clinton kind of funk.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, rest in peace to Thomas Townsend. He died from using too much deodorant and the fumes from the aerosol cans. It's a true story. I got another sad one. This is real far out. It's sad, but it's far out though. A 4-month-old baby was bitten to death by rats in Mexico. This is a true story.
Wow.
Her 18-year-old mother left her at home alone to go dancing. And the house is real run down, dirty as hell in Mexico. Like, you know what I mean? And the rats ate part of her face and part of her fingers.
Oh wow.
Dang.
That's terrible right
horrible.
there.
That's terrible.
That is very terrible.
But that's far out because why would you leave a 4-month-old child in a home alone?
Well, that infested, obviously
In a
infested with rats.
You know you had rats. You knew you had rats. But she probably left the bottle with her. The rats probably smelled the bottle.
The milk.
Start messing with the milk. They're like, hold on, we got something else right here. Well, hey guys, we got something else. Like, I mean, you know,
you said the mother went dancing.
went dancing.
Oh, was she working at the donkey shows?
Man, I don't know. But that's crazy though. Came home 3 a.m. So you was going all night. You weren't even trying to get back.
Right?
You going till 3 a.m. You come back, your baby in the cot dead. Face eaten up. Fingertips eaten.
But that's like a lesson for all these young girls. You think it's cool to have raw dog sex and all of that. You still have your whole life to live.
If you ain't ready,
you're not
yeah.
even 21.
You're not
you know
even.
what I mean?
You're not ready. Just, I mean, and this is not the first one. Remember that one little baby that got put in the oven when the mom left the kid at home?
Yeah.
It was a 3-year-old, and the oldest in the house was 7. It was about 4 or 5, 6 kids. The youngest one in the house ended up in the oven, died, burned to death.
Wow, by the kids?
Yeah. But you leaving kids to watch kids. And they, you know how kids is. Kids are brutal. Kids are
They
mean.
play. You know, they probably didn't even know.
Man, they knew. I mean,
At
it's
7,
an
I'll do
oven.
better.
It's hot.
Yeah.
Like, you burning up in there. But they probably didn't understand the concept of life and death. But it's
Right.
like, but that little 4-month-old baby died from getting eaten by rats, basically, dude. It's far out. It's sad, but it's far out. You know what I'm saying? And that's the end of Far Out News right there.
Damn.
Sorry. Didn't mean to mess y'all day up, man, with that. But anyway, shit happens. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and take another break right here on the J. Reed Show. You tune in to 1670 AM KLIQ Radio. Almost to the finish line. Stick around. We'll play one song. We'll be right back with more topics. J. Reed Show. Oh.
Hey, yo, did you
You
see the one with the
You want to get
man
this?
on live?
Yeah.
This?
Yeah.
This is a long one. This is 6 minutes.
Okay, let me see what time we got.
8:30.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, see, I don't know if it's enough time for Earl the Racist, man.
Oh, that's his name?
Earl the Racist.
He from the South, huh?
Yeah, he's from Memphis, Tennessee. By way of Fort Worth, Texas.
Did you see the interview with live TV?
Hey, did he take his pick? Yeah. Okay, look, we talking about it.
You want me to take it on my
We already talked about it. Cocaine is that's my
Oh.
friend. Now he was like, plenty of cocaine and plenty of whores.
Who phone is it?
Mine.
It's
Okay.
One more. You got the background? Yeah, try another one. Oh, it's this shit's some bullshit. It's fucking HTC. They ain't have no flash. Hey, send me those, T. I actually like these pictures with me and T. It is a little dark, though. Oh, yeah, I'm a little dark. You get one myself. You get one. I'll take one of yours, too. Yeah, both. Hey, but shit, nigga, you do that on black hole, nigga, like the funeral and shit.
Hold on.
You do got all black on, nigga. I see you. Yeah, go ahead. Squeeze the middle a little closer. Yeah, there we go. Let me take one with her boss.
S4.
It's still look good though. Look at it. Look good. I'm tired too.
I think it was extra rock.
Okay.
I'm like, sheesh.
I knew
One
only
shot
do
of
one.
I'm ready. I'm down like 4 flat tires, baby. You know
So
what
we're
I'm
gonna
saying?
finish the bottle? What was that?
Sheesh.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Damn.
That was my answer right there.
Right,
Trying to take
no.
you to the penthouse, man.
It might be, is there some napkins in there?
Yeah.
Go to 10 top roof.
I usually
See, we
stop
ain't
on the
rehearsed,
second
We ain't
floor.
rehearsed the racist shit.
That's
though.
what I'm saying. We need to.
But that's the best part though. Like you just do it, you know. It's my show, my name. I'm gonna be the one looking stupid if it fuck up. I don't care. You know what I mean though? Like I'll take that L, nigga. I'm chilling. But if I do good, then it's I got something new. But I'm saying because I got 2 niggas in here, you feel me? So it's like some offensive shit. Like I'm gonna be like, I don't know if y'all ready for this shit.
Wait, hold the fuck up, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like some, basically, like I told Ben, it's like I'm taking like a KKK member, a nigga from the South that don't like niggas, and bringing them in here and just talking. You know what I'm saying? And you say whatever you want, you know? Because it's like, we always talk about like the black issues and shit. So I'm like, nigga, give me some, fuck it. Let's do a flip to that shit.
I'll be like Samuel and Hateful. Oh, I'm a Southern cracker killer. I love to kill
Hey,
Southern
that shit
crackers.
is hilarious, dude. Hey, I don't know, man. What you think, man? You think you might want to try it out or what?
Next time.
You want to try it?
Hey man, I'm off
You
on
gotta
Fridays.
be the host though.
I'm off on Fridays. I'll be here next week too.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I need some backup on this shit. You would have to be like the initiator.
That's why we need to.
Nigga, you heard me do it 100 times. All you gotta do is be like, hey, welcome back to the J. Reed Show. I'm Denny B, you know what I'm saying, in the building right now. Right now.
Jay Reed has stepped out.
I mean, you ain't even gotta say that. Just be like, man, I got Earl the Racist in the building right now. What's your name? Just talk to me. You know what I'm saying? And just be like, you could just ask me about the Oregon shooters. Ask me about Obama. You can say, hey, man, so where you from, man? Like, what?
Let's practice.
Why don't you like black people? What is it about black people that bother you so much?
They stink.
And their penises are much huger than mine.
Yeah.
My wife left me for a black guy. You think I'm gonna like these fuckers? Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? Like that kind of shit. You know, that's the character right there. Huh? Earl the racist, nigga. Earl Van Dixon, nigga, from Memphis, Tennessee, motherfuckers.
Did you ever do the story about the stepfather that killed his kids for writing on his Jordan?
That wasn't true though.
Oh, it wasn't?
Yeah, no, I looked it up. It wasn't true.
Dang.
That's crazy.
That
Right
wasn't
now.
true.
George made people go crazy.
Yeah, it wasn't true. All right, well, fuck it then. No Earl the
1
racist.
minute.
Y'all scary, man. Come on, Denny.
Let's work on it first.
Oh man, see what I'm talking about, man. Ben, you should bring me in, man. Just be like, hey, man, we're back with the JB show. So
I'm just the engineer.
we got something going on right now. We don't know, who are you? Where did you come from? Like on some, like a nigga really just walked in. Like, oh, I'm invading the J Reed show right now. Fuck it, I might just do it my goddamn self.
30 seconds.
Whatever. I guess I'm a lonely man in this game. Maybe next week. R.I.P. Earl. But you go. hey, man, I'm just saying. I'm going in.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the J Reed Show. I'm your host, Jay Reed. Let me see how much time we got left, man. Why don't we have one to the finish line?
20 minutes.
About 20
25.
minutes? 25 minutes? Should squeeze a whole segment, maybe? I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, man. Well, you know, I'm having a good time, man. How y'all feeling, man? How y'all like the show so far, man?
Oh man, loving it, man, loving it.
Cool, little something.
Yeah, man, I've been waiting to hear this a long time.
Hey, man, you know, a little something.
It's different when you're here in the flesh.
Yeah.
I feel like
Way
it's
different.
Mhm.
Man, well, I mean, yeah. Hey, man, we gonna wait on that. We'll wait on it. No problem. I'm your host, Jay Reed. You're tuned to 1670 AM KLIQ radio. Hey, you know, I told you, man, about the support that I get. I told you, man, I think black people would rather face automatic gunfire than support you, dude. Like, straight up and down, man.
You know, I feel like it's been the same for me lately. Like, at
People
first,
don't
when I
support
first
you,
started
man.
posting about the show, it was kind of like, oh, okay, cool, great. You know, I got a little bit of feedback, but then it kind of like dwindled down.
People don't support you, man.
Yeah.
And if they see you on a picture with like Jay-Z or something like that, then they're like, oh, okay, he doing something. Let me
But
follow
even
you
then,
now.
they'll be like, I know him. They
Right.
won't be like, okay, let me start listening. They'll be like, oh, I know. They want to get credit.
Yeah, they want the credit for
Mhm.
it. Whatever, man.
Oh, yeah, you lost your deaf audience also.
Why?
Oh, why?
They couldn't
They
follow
couldn't
it.
hear.
They couldn't.
Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
They were following your Facebook and all of that stuff, but you know, there was some things going on that they didn't understand. So,
Like what? Like what?
English is not their language, so there wasn't anybody to interpret to put it into American.
So they didn't know
Sign
what was
Language.
going on. But they got eyes, right? They got videos.
Yeah, but they just left it.
You need to put your show on Braille, man. Send that stuff on Braille.
That's for the blind.
Hey, well, shout out to my former listeners. I ain't need your no ways.
Dang!
Like, yeah,
I heard that.
you either hate me or love me, man. That's just pretty much my life, though. You know what I'm saying? Man, I want to talk about LeBron James, man.
The hairline?
He got the hairline fixed. The hairline looks good now, actually.
Whoa.
You know that $100 million can do. That $100 million can do some wonders. You know
I
what
saw
I'm
it
saying?
tonight when they played the game tonight. The hairline's non-existent.
Back of the neck is winning that war with the hairline.
Hey,
That's okay, Bron.
hey, man, leave LeBron hairline alone, please. But I'm gonna get on him for another reason, though. Y'all hear about this Tamir Rice thing? People been putting pressure on him to speak out, and I've been saying this for like a year. Like, dude, why nobody saying nothing about none of this stuff, man? Like, we got some of the most powerful, most influential people as a part of our black race, but they don't say anything or speak on any issues or bring light to anything. And then I got all these Facebook people, oh, well, what's that going to do? LeBron James is, his job is to play basketball. He's not an activist. What's him saying something going to do? Oh, that's not his job. And then even LeBron comes out, you know what? It's not just me, it's everybody else. But this is what caught my attention. LeBron James' mom comes out, Tamir Rice, this is the kid that was killed in Cleveland, by the way. In Cleveland, okay? And it's a national story. It's national. Everybody knows about it. Everybody knows. LeBron said, I usually only speak out about issues that I'm knowledgeable about. And so I didn't really know much about this story to speak out about it. That was his excuse that he gave to the mother of Tamir Rice.
That's BS.
How could he
That's
not?
been
When
all
it's in
over-
his city.
It's your city.
Trayvon Martin was. Not
It was in
his
your city then.
Yeah.
It was in
Miami.
In Miami at the
Yeah.
time. And what they do, they put a hoodie on.
Right.
But I said it at the time. I said, you know what? If they say, you know what, we're not playing until Zimmerman go to jail.
Right.
You think Zimmerman will be free right now? Dude, I believe in my heart of hearts that these black athletes and entertainers, man, they got more power than they ever could imagine, man.
Because they affect the pockets. Anytime you're affecting a person's money,
And then
you can make change.
if you're the top guy, nobody's gonna say, they're gonna say, hey, whatever you want to do, LeBron.
Right.
Just keep this check coming in, you know what I'm saying? Like, we good. Yeah, they say, oh, LeBron James has protested. He did the little hoodie thing with Trayvon Martin. But then after that was over, he went and made Whitey his money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't do nothing.
And he wasn't a leader in that movement.
That was Wade.
He jumped on the.
That was
jumped
D-Wade,
on
wasn't it?
board. Yeah, he jumped on board.
Yeah, the people was
But-
doing it with the hoodies like around
Exactly.
the world.
It was already, and he kind of jumped on board. But there are no more Kareems, Jim Browns. You're not gonna see those again, man. These guys, you know.
And you know what? I understand the times. Honestly, I don't understand, but I'm saying I understand that there's not, that they don't make niggas like they used to, like they say. But
They're a different breed. man.
you're acting like you can't do anything. That's the part that irritates me. Dude, if I'm one of the most famous, most influential, powerful people in the world, everybody gonna know that. It ain't just, oh, I'm just powerful in the basketball court. You just got offered a lifetime contract to Nike, dude.
His first contract coming out was
Was
$100
$100
million. So
million.
you're set. Your voice, you already have a voice now. You
And-
have
and
$100 million.
kids in China want to be like LeBron. Kids in Australia want to be like LeBron. Every continent, every country, every city, every corner, LeBron James is the most popular person in the world, probably.
Yeah, and that's my thing. It's like if it's all about the money, because people on Facebook were like, "Oh, well, he has a family to support. He has enough money to do all those things."
Like Jinx said, his first contract before he even bounced the ball in the NBA was $100 million.
Yeah.
How much do your family need to eat?
Right.
See Latrell Sprewell?
He doesn't want to do it. Just say you don't want to do it. Don't use the excuse that I don't know, I'm not familiar with the game. Just say you don't want to do it. I'll respect you more.
Right, and I'm tired of T-shirts. You know what I'm saying? We don't need a T-shirt and a slogan. We need action.
Yeah.
But that's how we are, man. We dance and we prance and we do our dance. And look, and the powers that be know that. Okay,
Yeah.
let them go and have their little voice. Let them go say what they're going to say.
Yeah,
and
let
then
them
they're
rock
going to
their
go back in their
t-shirt and
cubby
they gonna
hole.
get my money.
Yeah, and
after
then
that.
go back out
Yeah.
and make me my money.
Yeah.
You
Run
know,
me my money.
And
Yeah.
they know it.
Right.
This is the same routine time and time again, man.
Yeah,
So-
and then the thing is, if Smush Parker was gonna make a stand, it wouldn't have any impact.
Of
Get
course
your ass
not.
out of here. You a D leaguer
You're
anyway.
fired.
This is LeBron James, the #1 ball player in the world right now. Ain't nobody gonna say, nah, LeBron, you gonna sit down. Oh, nah, we ain't gonna. Oh, okay, well, yeah, you off the team. No,
That will never happen.
no, because you can't replace him, and that's why the owns was on him to say something. And it's in your town, dog. You didn't even know about Tamir Rice's shooting. Now, see, at the same time, what that is him being numb to it, like everybody else is.
It doesn't affect him. So he
He's
doesn't
numb
care.
to it. No, you hear about a black kid shooting. Oh, another one. Oh, wow. So what's for dinner, honey? You know, it's like you're numb to
Yeah.
it. I'm numb to it sometimes. But it's the Tamir Rice shooting always stood out to me for some reason, even more than the Trayvon Martin one.
It's because those cops didn't give that kid a chance, man.
Dude,
They
he
didn't
was.
give that chance.
I've been outside playing with
With a
my
toy
gun
gun?
when I was a kid, playing with my toy gun. And then if you read the articles, it says Tamir Rice, who was killed while holding a toy gun, or a cop mistaking him. playing with a toy gun. He was sitting on a bench. There was no gun in his hand. Ohio is an open carry state. So even if he did have a gun, it was legal.
Yeah.
What's going on? Ain't nobody gonna say nothing?
Message.
You the top person in your you the number one most influential, most popular person in the world, and you don't. Oh, it's not just me, it's everybody. Nigga, so you everybody now?
Damn.
I mean, it's just so annoying, dude. And Tamir Rice's mom came out recently and said, it's a shame that he hasn't even said anything. She said, hey, I'm not saying go sit out no games, but at least say something.
Give a voice.
And then his response was, oh, well, I only speak about issues that I know about. I'm not really that knowledgeable about the Tamir Rice case.
But
you watch TV.
What?
That shows where your mind is, dude.
When they asked him that, he could have taken a couple seconds. Let me Google it. Look it up on your phone. Let me get back to you on that. You don't say, oh, I don't speak. You know what I mean? Like, whatever.
No,
what is
I'm
this
saying,
woman
man,
saying? What kind of woman does he have?
I'm trying to look at LeBron. No, I don't want to look at LeBron differently, but after this one, I kind of look at you differently, bro.
A lot of people do.
I respect your talents. I respect your game. I understand that you're just a ball player. I like you because you can put the ball in the basket. I shouldn't really expect a lot of stuff from you. But when it's a crisis like this, there were 1,200 black men killed by police last year alone.
And that's sad to me because I thought he was the one that, that could.
Because who else is it? Jordan?
No, Jordan.
Jordan was
completely
different. What did Jordan? Because Jordan is famous for one line.
And what's that?
The Republican line.
Republicans buy Jordans too.
So him and Charles Barkley are on the same page.
Yeah.
Oh.
But see, but this is Michael Jordan though. This ain't Charles Barkley. We ain't talking about Charles Barkley. This is a whole other level right here. Yeah. Forget Charles Barkley, who is light skinned, by the way.
Come on. Shout out to the light skinned.
Shout out to the light skinned brothers, real quick. But okay, Michael Jordan. There was a ex-Klanman running for governor in North Carolina. And they were like, well, Mike, why aren't you speaking out against that or giving like a vouch to the other person? And his response was, Republicans buy Jordans too.
But you know
That's
what?
why I'll buy Jordans. I'm good.
I don't buy them because they're too damn expensive. That's why.
And they hurt your feet.
I'm not saying he was a dummy, but he was no Rhodes Scholar. And that was never his thing. And,
but you know what? But this thing right here, that don't have nothing to do with your education. True. It has to do with your feelings, just your pride, your dignity, your spirit.
Your morals.
Your morals.
Your character.
You're the blackest.
Who you are.
You're black. You're the black. Man, it's disturbing, dude. Like, it hurts me, man. Like,
he doesn't even speak on the shooting that's going in his state. He didn't speak up on it when they was killing over his shoes. This man has never spoken up on anything.
Nothing.
Go buy my shoes.
And I said that on the show many times. If Michael Jordan said, hey, look, I'm not selling no Jordans in this city until these cops get convicted of this crime. You think, nigga, do you know how fast they would be convicted?
Yep.
And what's LeBron gonna do? And you notice ain't no white people saying that.
Of course
it's
not.
It's all black people saying, what is LeBron gonna do? It's not his job.
But
the white people not saying that because you know why? They don't want that shit to happen.
Of course not.
They don't because
they know
the
power that he has.
If 16 nobodies from Missouri football team can make an impact, how come LeBron James can't make an impact?
True.
These are nobody. Nobody knows who those guys are. Money talks, dude. They were only going to lose $1 million. They were mad about that $1 million that they were going to lose. They said, okay, you know what? We love you. We know you're white, but you got to go. Because you messing with our money now.
At the same time, you can't force LeBron to speak out on it. You know what I mean? He might feel the pressure, but if he doesn't want to,
nobody should even have to force you.
I agree with that. But
this is in your town.
Yeah.
You are Cleveland. You are Cleveland.
I don't want a person like that speaking out for me because if it's not from the heart, then what are you doing it for? Oh, they're just pressuring me to do it, so I'm gonna go ahead and say
it. I mean, clearly it's not gonna happen, and clearly, like what you said is true. But it's just sad, man, that we don't have nobody, man. We don't got nobody, dude.
But my thing is, he has black sons. You know what I mean? You have sons who are going to be affected by this.
Yeah, but he just said he's not going to let his sons play with toy guns outside
at all. I read about that.
Yeah, forget the issues. They should be able to play outside. They should be able to do whatever the hell they want, man.
have LeBron walk out into the basketball game with guns. Gilbert Arenas.
Right. Have
Have him in your locker room.
Yeah, but see, they'll cover it up for LeBron though.
For sure.
That's what I'm saying. LeBron is the man, dude. Like, them white people will eat his feces, dude.
Yeah, they will.
Literally.
They love him.
Because those white people didn't want him to lose $1 million for the Missouri football team game, the bowl game that's coming up. They were heard about that $1 million. How much was LeBron? How much if LeBron said, "Look, I ain't playing. I'm not playing to y'all." How much money in 2 games? How much money do you think revenue that they will lose? The owners, not just the Cleveland Cavs, the other people that's playing those teams.
True that.
Dude.
Yeah, if you talk about, I want those cops arrested, that shot the kid.
Yeah.
Put those cops in jail.
Right.
Oh, I'm not playing. Just like those white boys in Oregon. We're not leaving until these guys are free from jail. But they got guns. They're nobodies. And they're already, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just saying, man, is that too much to ask?
And it might not even be money that's LeBron's priority. It might be that ring, which is even more sad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's chasing legacy.
A personal legacy.
You're chasing legacy.
Yeah. There was a time though, man, where black celebrities spoke out for the race. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was a time. And you know what? I wish I was bigger so I could reach out to Monique, the actress Monique.
Right.
You heard about her stand that she took as far as in the black women in the industry, the acting.
Yeah.
You know about her stand when she took, she had some beef with what's the guy that did Empire? The guy that did Precious, the director guy, I can't call his name right now. Lee Daniels. She had some beef with him or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, you gotta play the game. You gotta play the game." Something to that effect. She's like, "What do you mean, play the game?" And then she said that once she wasn't cooperating, she started losing out on roles. Mm-hmm. I just want a grant. I want an Oscar. I want all this, and I'm not even getting the money. I'm still getting offered the same money that I did before I got the Oscar.
Yeah.
So she's like, I'm not doing those roles. You know what I'm saying? This is what you pay everybody else. This is what I want. And she fell out with a lot of people over that. But that's that stance that you have to take sometimes for the betterment of your people. You know what I'm saying? And what she said something that always stuck with me. She said, I'm doing it for the next person that might be in the same position as I am. And she named a bunch of people, like, these people did this people did that. So I wish I could talk to her personally and ask her about that, man.
Dave Chappelle.
Oh,
Dave
yeah.
Chappelle.
Yep.
Perfect example.
And, you heard that what Cat Williams had said.
Yep.
They had told Dave Chappelle within an hour, we're going to say you're a crackhead.
Yep.
Yeah. So Cat Williams had said, you mean to tell me this man flew from California, crossed Texas, crossed New York, and flew all the way to Africa?
Yeah.
And he said by the time he had landed, he was already a crackhead.
Yeah, tripped out on drugs,
Yeah.
depressed, a bunch of crazy stuff. That's the same thing with the Bill Cosby, though.
Yeah.
Same thing, man.
We're doing the same thing to Cat Williams now, too.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Cat Williams.
Cat doing it to himself. Cat doing it to himself.
Oh, he's a little off to me.
Hey, man, Cat Williams, that's my playing partner right there, man. Hey, man, well, let's keep it real, man. We only got about 8 minutes left, man. I just want to get some, stuff out here right quick. I don't want to be, because it's like, I don't want to bring the personal stuff into the thing, but, what is it with the women, man, right now, man? Like, what is it with these, like, jealous exes, man? Like, what is it with the exes, right? Like,
well, when you're screwing them, they're gonna be mad.
no, when you're not screwing them.
That's just a normal thing.
No, but I mean, if they the person that pushed you away, then why are you mad?
I've never been the jealous ex because
I know. I'm talking about the ones who are though.
Oh yeah.
I know you got a lot of situations.
I've had an ex who was jealous and harassed me for a long time.
Here we go.
Like,
here we go.
This is a man though, so
So I guess it's not really. It's
not
gender.
just
it's not
females.
Gender-based.
Yeah, like he was like crazy. Like I remember, it's so crazy. He hit me up randomly. It was like, oh, how you been? Da, 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 whatever. He was like, oh, I got something to tell you. I'm like, okay, tell me. Oh man, I got a baby on the way. I was like, oh yeah, congratulations. I'm pregnant too. He went off on me.
God damn it!
Yeah.
Be giving my shit
like,
away.
what do you mean you pregnant? Like, I gotta get off the phone. Like, didn't want to talk to me. And I'm like, Okay, bye.
You saying it's not mine?
Yeah, dude, like, you have a baby on the way. I'm pregnant. Why are you mad?
I would have been like, man, that's crazy.
I think some people have attachment issues. Like, they feel like regardless of who you're with, you should still hold them to a certain
Okay, but
level.
hold on. But how long were you with that guy, though?
Not long. I mean, we had known each other from childhood. We dated when we were, like, in high school. And then we hooked up again.
Oh,
But we were only probably together maybe, like, 4 months. So not that long.
Well, then that dude got issues.
Yeah, he was crazy. I agree. He was crazy. He harassed me for like a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He
But
thought you was sunshine, huh?
I guess.
Right.
I was just saying.
No one's never made me feel this way before.
A lot of, I mean, men and women both have that issue. But it's like, you know, I think sometimes with women, they have this like competitive nature. Like, I'm better than her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, she can't do it like I can do. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
so it's
that's
like,
true.
I'm better
That's
than
true.
her. Why are you picking her over me?
That's very
So
true,
I think
dude.
that's what it is. Like, regardless of the situation, some women feel like, I mean, but at the same time, it's like, if you know that your ex has moved on, like, when do you get over it? Some people never do.
I'm just saying, you got anybody in here got any crazy
Put the
ex?
sprinkles in it.
Crazy?
Put the sprinkles in it, man.
Oh yeah, you are.
But I mean,
I don't know if my listeners caught that, but that's a real start. That's real though.
Can't always give them grade A.
I mean, it happens.
Yeah,
It happens.
I don't know. Some people just never move on.
Anybody got any crazy stories with exes in here?
I ain't telling.
I think that was probably like my.
Let me hear something, B. Let me hear something, B.
I stalked my ex-wife for 2 years.
But you were married. That's
Yes,
not
I
like an
did.
ex.
You stalked her for 2 years?
Yes.
And
Chased her all the way to Northern California.
Stalked her like you would just show up at Starbucks, like, oh yeah, I'll have the like, or what? What stalking in what way? Like how?
If she turned around, I was there.
Oh wow.
Okay, and why did you do that though? Like, what was it? You just didn't want to let it go?
Brain fart.
That's all I can call it. You were thinking with your little head? Was that what it was?
But some people feel like, even though I don't want you, I still want access to you. You know what I mean? They want to be able to have whoever else they want and still have access to you. You're always supposed to be there. And when they don't have that, or
That's
they
just
realize
some selfish. So it's just some selfish stuff.
yeah, or they realize that it's
guilty.
gone. It's like, well, I want to screw this person, that person, and that person, but you still better screw me too.
Hey,
Right.
Yeah.
You look
She's like, right. Hit the nail on the head.
That sounded right. That sounded so right.
Hey, with all due respect, you look like somebody that was stalking.
I did it. Did it for 2 years.
Hey, 2 years?
2 years.
So what stopped it?
I woke up.
The legalities, the jail system stopped it.
No, actually, it was like I woke up. It was like
What happened that woke you up? It had to be something specific that happened.
I was standing in her grandmother's backyard, looking at her window, throwing a rock at it.
Oh, nigga, you crazy.
That's a fatal attraction type stuff.
So you threw a rock?
I was throwing rocks at her window, trying to get her to wake up, and then it just hit me like, are you aware it's like 3 o'clock in the morning and you're in Northern California in this other woman's yard?
Also, it just hits you like
Yeah, it was like
a
moment of clarity.
2 years later.
Yes.
I think everybody has that moment of clarity. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, everybody, at least most adults, have been through a situation when they've been with somebody that they should have let go a long time ago. And you were kind of like hanging on. And at some point you realize, you know what? Like, why am I wasting my time? Why am I doing this? You know what I mean? For you, it was a little extreme. You know,
Hey, how much of that was sexual though, being real quick, because we only got 2 minutes left. How much of it was like the sex, like I want to hit it, like I want to, like I'm just missing that part of it, or was it more like I just missed the companionship, I don't want to be alone? What was it, man?
90% sexual.
Yeah.
Fire.
She was
Fire.
sucking that sausage.
Yeah. But you know, man, we sometimes you get in a comfort zone, man, and sometimes it's hard to get out of that and let go, man. I mean,
I think that's
everybody
what it is.
doesn't have that mechanism to let go. I mean, when you put in a lot of time and you have a lot of mileage with somebody and it's just gone, that's not an easy transition, man. It's not for some people.
Man, you know
now,
what,
I'm not
man?
going to be in North Carolina at 3 o'clock in the morning
And
throwing
somebody
rocks at
banging
somebody's
back
door.
door.
You know, I'm going to express mine in a different way, but, you know.
Yeah, that's a little extreme. That's
Right.
Hey, well, man, I'm gonna tell you what, man. To all my people out there, man, throw a party when they leave, man. Because if they leaving, then it probably wasn't working anyway. You know what I'm saying? My advice from the Jay Reed Show right here now is to throw a party when they leave, man. And then when they see that you ain't tripping on them leaving, then they gonna say, "Well, hold on, maybe I need to stay. Maybe I'm making a mistake." Don't be so typical. Oh my God, you're leaving me. Oh, don't leave me. What am I gonna do? Don't be so typical, because then you building them up. Now they thinking, I'm gonna.
It's a game, man.
It's a game.
It's definitely a game.
You gotta play to win, baby.
It's
You know what I'm
a
saying?
game, man.
Jay Reed, you can learn how to play the game, but Jay Reed gonna teach you how to win the game. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
like
saying?
most
You can buy that video
people,
for 1995.
you want to have your cake and eat it too.
Catch and release.
You know,
Period.
Catch and release.
you want somebody else to.
Of course,
You
of
know,
course.
That's
how it
period
goes.
All
point
that.
blank.
Yeah.
There's a lot of layers.
That's
to
what
it.
it boils down to.
Yeah, man. Hey, well, hey, man, we at the finish line, man. This is the worst part of the show. Like, dude, I feel like I just got started. Like, I didn't feel like that was 2 hours.
Yeah, what about that?
Shout out to my boy Jay Reed for bringing me through, man. Love you, man.
Hey, T Money,
gotta
man.
come back.
Nah, T Money, you gotta come back,
He's
dog.
a regular
Y'all
listener.
gotta come
Alright.
back, dog. You know what I'm
I
saying?
love this, man.
Y'all gotta come back, man. You see how I'm doing it? You know what I'm saying? Come kick it. Come see what's up. Y'all need to come back next week. I got somebody special coming in next week, man.
Shout out to my daughter that's listening. Just text me.
Uh-oh.
Love you, Squirt.
Hey,
for
man.
listening, Squirt.
Shout out to Squirt, man. Thanks for listening. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Jigs too, man. Thanks for coming through, man. That's respect,
No,
man.
thank you for having me, man. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and each week, but I'm doing that single daddy thing. And
I already know how it is, man.
You
Hey,
know
shout
how
out to
it
the
is,
single
man.
dads,
So,
man. Shout out to my boy,
yeah.
a good dad too,
Yeah.
man. By the way,
It's-
shout out to Denny B too, man. My hostess. You know
Oh
what
yeah,
I'm saying?
thank you. It feels good to be back. I was gone last week. I was kind of celebrating, had a little too much fun the night before.
Oh
but,
yeah. It went down.
It feels good to be back. Whatever.
All right. And to my engineer, shout out to my engineer.
Woo woo!
Whoa,
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
2-year stalker.
Oh, yeah,
You never know who you're dealing with. Like, you never know who you're around. Like, for real.
Don't get Mr. Mean no good.
Yeah, hey, are we on probation still? Or-
Yay!
Okay. On that note, man, follow me on Instagram at J Reed Show. That's REED at J Reed Show. That's my Instagram page. Shoot me a couple likes, couple follows. It's greatly appreciated. You can like the J Reed Show Facebook page also. Lots of good videos, good articles. Very interesting. Check me out. And hey man, if you missed the show, maybe you can tune in next week, 7 to 9 p.m. on 4KLIQ.com or on 1670 AM. KLIQ is the station. Jay Reed is the man. And
Well,
I'm signing out. Next week. Have a good week, everybody. Ah, man, that shit went too fast. But y'all only came the last hour though. That's
y'all gotta come early.
y'all brought energy, so it's like I was missing that energy right there.
No, y'all are great, man.
Yeah, man.
Nice
shit.
chemistry. Nice chemistry.
I'm rolling up in the back.
Man, I just told you I had to wait till I got them Fridays off, man. I'll be here.
Oh,
yeah.
That's love, man.
Come
Big fan,
more
dude.
often.
This is
Next week I gotta bring this character out, dude. That motherfucker almost came out tonight. That's why I said I gotta bring this out, man. Oh, no.
I'll come here. I'll be Shazam X.
See, you see what I'm saying? Hey, B, I'm gonna roll up in the back.
Oh, coolness. Thank you.
Oh no!
What happened?
Oh, the table. He knocked the table over.
Ah.
So did you peep out the whole video?
No, I think I was telling you. No.
I was scared.
You gotta look at the whole.
The whole show. It's a whole show.
I seen a little bit of it though. That shit was some crazy shit.
The whole show on it's on Netflix. It's on Netflix. He showed me that on Netflix, dog.